Hello and welcome back tonight to Buzz Bowling Arena. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach, and it's been another long break between home games for your Conway Wampus Cats and Lady Cats, but that 2-week stretch ends tonight, and it's a rivalry 6A Central matchup. And Tim, all I really have to say to get you ready is one word, and that one word is Cabot.
It's all it takes. This is the rivalry that really matters to me. I know that North Little Rock, from a basketball perspective maybe, but it's Cabot. It doesn't regard it wrestling, softball, basketball, baseball, football. It doesn't matter. This is a great rivalry, and you'll see Cabot show out tonight. The fans will be here. The Lady Cats will have their fans here as well. It's going to be a great night for basketball.
Yeah, Cabot fans will be right down in front of us, so you'll get,
you'll get to
hear it all.
That's
probably
right.
on our own mics tonight. And Tim, before we really dig into this Cabot matchup, we need to update folks on what's happened with these Lady Cats since the last time we saw them, which was 2 weeks ago when they played host to Jonesboro. After that win, they went to Bryant, took care of business. Then they survived, as we all did, the ice-pocalypse. Remember, that was starting 2 weeks ago. That all happened that night against Jonesboro. The game with Southwest postponed as a result, so that'll be made up at a later date. And then the North Little Rock game that was supposed to be on a Friday got pushed to Saturday because neither team was able to practice all week. And your Lady Cats, man, they went into a hostile environment and earned a huge come-from-behind win. Yeah,
it was tight the whole way through. Actually, North Little Rock led by about 7 in the third quarter, and then the Lady Cats went on a run, led by Alexis Cox, Chloe Clardy, the usual suspects, but they played their butts off, and they retain now the number 1 position as they should have been all along.
Yeah, they did. So, yeah, you mentioned it. After having a 3-game losing streak, which, I mean, I still wasn't able to go find when the last time was that happened. Your Lady Cats have reeled off 3 straight wins and, like you said, earned back that number 1 overall ranking according to the Democrat Gazette.
Yeah, and they know a little bit about basketball, but I will tell you, I mean, the North Little Rock has 2 losses in conference this year, both to the Lady Cats. So we were really number 1 all along. We've got a little bit of work left to do in the season before we hit the playoffs, but really like how they're playing. You mentioned that their 3-game winning streak. That's nice.
Very nice. Back to the task at hand, the Cabot Lady Panthers, formidable in their own right. Cabot has only lost 3 games all year, 2 of them in conference play, and both of those losses by 12, one to the number 2 ranked North Little Rock, and the other to your number 1 ranked Conway Lady Cats back on January 10th.
This is a scrappy bunch. They're very talented, well coached, all the things that you'd like to see in a basketball squad. They can shoot from the outside, play good, tough defense. They are very heady with the basketball and know what they're doing on defense. They are a tough matchup for the Lady Cats.
All right, just a few seconds away from the starting lineups. First on the court, we'll have our pregame festivities, Pledge of Allegiance, moment of silence, and the playing of the national anthem. In case you didn't hear, Courtside Cats are in full force again on this Tuesday home conference game. You love to see it.
Well, everything's getting amped up this time of year. Everybody's getting a little bit more festive about it. It's basketball frenzy.
Conway ranked number 1 overall in the state. Cabot ranked number 4 overall according to the Democrat Gazette. We'll pause now for the pregame ceremonies.
I pledge allegiance of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Courtside Cats with the playing of the national anthem. They just make such a huge difference in the atmosphere.
Oh, I love it here.
Love it when they're here.
Yep.
All right, starting lineups now for the Cabot Lady Panthers. Number 1, junior guard Jenna Cook. Number 2, 5'5" junior guard Bliss Miller. Number 3, senior 5'3" guard Samantha Taylor. Number 24, junior 5'6" guard J.C. Cook, and at center, 6' senior number 50 Brinley Leonard. Cabot, one of the few teams really in the 6A Central that can match Conway with size.
Yeah, they have a little bit of a change in their starting lineup, and as we were looking at earlier, there's one change. Layla Reese is a normal starter for them and a really big contributor. And she's not here tonight, it looks like, at least not on the court.
Well, I can't say that I'm
super torn up about it.
Disappointed.
No, she's very talented. I mean, and the thing about it is she would have been playing Savannah. She's their bigger girl in the middle, and she's got great skills inside. She would have posed a good challenge for Savannah defensively and offensively, and she can shoot the three. So, yeah, that's some points they're going to have to replace. Now, Brinley is going to match up size-wise, to your point, with Savannah, but she is not going to be the scorer that Layla Reese was. I mean, that's a lot of points that they've got to figure out where that's going to come from.
Well, it's that time of year where you just never know.
Yeah.
Flu, stomach bugs running around.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
It's hard to deal with. All right, your number 1 ranked Conway Lady Cats. Starting at guard, 5'5" senior, number 1, Caden Beckwith. It's the familiar 5 tonight. 5'10" senior guard, number 13, Chloe Clardy. The defensive specialist, 5'7" senior guard, number 21, Camille Brown. One of the super sophomores, 5'9" guard, number 24, Alexis Cox. And rounding out the starting lineup, 6'4" senior center, number 42, Savannah Scott. So no changes tonight for your Lady Cats. 20-5 overall, 6-1 in 6A Central play.
You know, you think with all of the tournament action that they get, and they got invited. Everybody knows they went to Washington to play a couple of the top teams in the country. One of them was the number 1 team in the country and played them very tightly. You would think, well, you come back to Arkansas and there's going to be a huge drop-off, but not really, because there's a lot of things involved. There's the rivalry aspect.
Right.
They know you. They know exactly what your strengths are, what they've got coming. And to your point, we've had the same starting 5 for a long time. They know exactly what's going to go on. Sometimes that's hard to overcome.
Familiarity.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough foe. It's a tough foe.
Well, we're glad to have it tonight for you live. Again, all the home conference games this season here on Conway Corp. We've got 2 more after tonight's action, and then it'll be state tournament time.
Doesn't take long to get here, does it?
No, it does not. Conway controlled the tip and couldn't handle a pass into Savannah Scott. Cabot with their first opportunity. Samantha Taylor end-to-end and picks up the foul. It's going to be on number 1, Caden Beckwith.
Yeah, so Taylor is absolutely speedball with the ball. I mean, I've watched a lot of film on this team, and they're very talented all the way across, up and down the line. The Cook sisters are very, very good. I think Jenna's going to be she's already placed where she's going to go to college. But this girl right here, Samantha Taylor, is a beast on defense, very fast, but she's great with the ball.
When you made the connection, and of course, any Cabot fans listening,
they'll know.
They'll laugh at us, but you know, there's 2 Cooks on the team, 3 if you count head coach Jay Cook. So we finally made that connection tonight. Free throw is missed, controlled, rebound by Alexis Cox. Alexis is taking it all the way in, and going strong into the paint.
Yeah, that should have been a foul on Cabot there. I know that Jay Cook is asking for it. It's 2. Now that's 2 on Caden.
Yeah, Caden Beckwith quickly. I mean, we're not even 25 seconds into the game, and she's going to have to take a seat. Emery Bohannon checking in.
Well, Emery is for anybody else in the state as a starter. She loves coming off the bench. She gets a little bit of the tempo of the game down and then goes.
Chloe Clardy almost got a steal, knocked it away from behind. Here come your Lady Cats, fed up nicely to Alexis Cox, and Alexis has all 4 points for your Lady Cats.
Yeah, good vision that time by Chloe. Found Alexis running the lane and easy pass and easy back.
Taylor trying to get it off to Brindley Leonard, and Cabot able to control it, reset here. 3-point attempt, no good. Emery Bohannon with the rebound. Emery, she's like, yeah, all you guys can do this. I can get it to Alexis as well. Back out to Emery for 3. It's short. Chloe Clardy. It's short as well. Clardy again with her own rebound. She's got her first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, got to be a little bit more aggressive to the basket there. Kind of floated those in. I'll tell you this, that Cabot, they're calling timeout already. Cabot can shoot the 3. They're very dangerous shooting the ball. They just not done very well in transition right now.
6-1 early lead for your Lady Cats. We'll take a timeout as well. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
Well, Tim, we don't always see the full court press this early in the game from your Lady Cats, but they have really brought it here.
Well, I think it's the time. It calls for the timeout from Jay. He, to your point, it doesn't happen this early, but we're already in the 1-3-1, and it can wreak some havoc on you.
Skip pass almost tipped away by Cox. 3-point attempt won't go. Camille Brown ends up with the rebound, trying to feed it up to Cox. She gets it. And she's going to pick up contact from J.C. Cook.
Yeah, no foul called, though, but knocked the ball out of bounds. So we're pressing. We're trying to move up and down the floor very fast.
Trying to will those fouls into existence, Tim Roach.
You're trying to, for me, I know. And then
Clardy almost gets it picked away. Savannah Scott was going to try and go up for the 3. Contact came in from behind and kind of got her off balance.
Yeah, you gotta throw it if you leave your feet. You got to shoot her to throw it. That's one of the 2 options. She just she was so embarrassed when she came back down. Good pressure by Cabot there. A little timeout here for Camille to tie her shoe. New 35-second clock. Yeah, they're just going to let it go. Now, again, you're going to see Jenna Cook. She can do a bit of everything. She can shoot the ball. She can drive. She penetrate. Bliss Miller, number 2, very good at penetration. We've already talked about Taylor. She can absolutely do that as well. They work this weave offense, trying to look for the cut.
Jenna Cook right there going up hard, and block from Savannah Scott on Brindley Leonard. Lady Cats in possession. And Bo just causing trouble, doing both things.
2 things. On the defensive end, forced a terrible shot there by Jenna, but she had no place to go. Not a terrible shot. She just had no place to go with it. That's great defense on that end of the floor. You come down on this end, and Bo had a chance to create a charge there if she wasn't careful. She slid sideways into the lane and still got the contact, but because she was avoiding the contact, they gave her the foul. Nicely done.
Emery hits the first free throw 2 weeks ago here at home against Jonesboro. Emery Bohannon had herself a game, 6 3-pointers against the Hurricane. It was something to watch.
But she can absolutely, she's our shooter on this team, but she, as we know, she can absolutely drive to the basket. She's great off the dribble.
Taylor breaking through the press. It's blocked again. It's 2 blocks now for Savannah Scott. They're going to get her for the body contact on the second attempt.
Yeah, that's a touch call. I'm going to give that to them, but she's been so active there on the blocks. She did create a little body contact. She didn't necessarily have to, but it just leaned in. So, but you're going to see this from Cabot. I mean, that's how. They can shoot the ball, but what they'll do is they will do this. They'll penetrate. They'll try to kick it in, try to get some points, try to get some fouls on Savannah. But then they're going to kick out and shoot the three, and they can do that very well.
Second free throws missed. All 2 of Cabot's points have come at the free throw line. 7-2 Conway, the early lead. Taylor trying to break through that screen. Clardy pulls up for the long jumper, and she gets the long 2.
Yeah, soft touch.
Trap on Jenna Cook, Alexis Cox, and Taylor going for that ball. They're going to get Cox for the call there. And Coach Hutchcraft is.
They both have to get a chance to go for the ball. That's
it's a
now
judgment call.
Yeah,
there,
but it's 4 fouls on the Wampus Cats now, Lady Cats now. So you may see us back out of some of this pressure because we already have 4 fouls, and we know that Caden's already got 2.
Camille Brown steals it away, and she gets an easy bucket.
That's as easy as you please. Nicely done. But we have not backed out of the pressure. We have 4 girls in the backcourt.
Taylor breaking through. They've got numbers on the other end. Taylor going to pull it out. Gets it over to Cook. Cook at the top of the key, back over to Miller.
Really, really good defense there.
Emery Bohannon on Taylor.
Got to be careful. They're calling it tight.
Taylor just trying to get something happening. They'll say it's off on Conway.
How is that? Okay, yeah. I have no idea how that's still Cabot's ball.
I just try to smooth things over for
yeah,
you, Tim.
I know.
You won't let me do it.
I'm not gonna get too frustrated, but that's
Miller kick out to Cook for 3. Won't go. Alexis Cox battling down there for a rebound. Up to Clardy. Clardy gonna take it to the left side. 2 more easy points for Chloe Clardy.
Yeah, that's a height and skill advantage there. Really use her height there to create some distance and get the easy.
Samantha Taylor thought that Coach Hutchcraft was a Cabot Lady Panther.
I think she did. I really think she did.
Happened.
I really think she did.
Your Conway coaches wearing black tonight.
Well, and she's got black and red on.
Yeah.
That's kind of an interesting mix. Okay.
Sporting the Black History Month shirts, and it leads to a turnover.
Well,
it wasn't intentional, but I like it.
Samai Jordan now in the ball game.
Out of bounds on Taylor. Will stay here with Conway. 13-2. Just like that, your Lady Cats have just extended this thing out by 9 points.
Got to be careful with the passes around these Cook girls and Bliss Miller. They are very fast. That's a foul? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Savannah Scott having to work super hard down there in Brinley Leonard. They finally do get her for the contact. A little push off.
Yeah, Savannah's not going to back down much. That's not something she's going to do. She's been used to, for years now, having to be manhandled down low, and she was not taking kindly to that.
Inbound to Clardy, over to Bohannon. Bohannon in the lane.
Nice. Oh, my gosh.
Got the kind touch off the glass. 15-2 Conway.
She was creating that as she went in.
They break the press.
Don't foul.
Bliss Miller going up hard on the left side, and she does draw contact. Who's this one going to be on?
Alexis. That's her second.
It's going to be her second, yeah.
Yeah. Team's 5th. 2 on Alexis, 2 on Caden, and 1 on Savannah.
But again, your Lady Cats.
But what you have to be able to do in that, so here comes Camille in for Alexis. What you have to be able to do there, though, is know your position in fouls and know that you cannot really do anything. They get that deep, you've almost just got to let it go. It's better to give up the shot than to give up the foul at that point.
3:37 to play here in the first quarter. And again, all 4 points of Cabot's. All 4 of Cabot's points
come from the free throw line?
All from the free throw line.
Well, and so they have done a great job, obviously, of getting to the free throw line. But that's what they do. They penetrate in.
Clardy working around the paint. Clardy with 6. No,
Yeah,
make that 8.
Yeah, she is really, really using her height advantage. They don't have anybody to match up with her.
J.C. Cook over to Miller. Back out to the other Cook.
No foul. There we go.
And Samaya Jordan got a hand on it, but they're going to call the foul on Emery Bohannon. That is her first.
6 fouls, and there's 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
And still a 17-4 lead.
Yeah, I mean, but we're so aggressive, and I get it. I mean, we're
second chance opportunity here for Cabot.
they're just not able to get off a very good shot. I mean, obviously, as the score would imply, they've not gotten anything to go into the basket from the field.
Camille Brown cutting that off, and it goes out of bounds on the Lady Panthers.
And by the way, I agree with the foul on Bo. I think it was a good call. We're so aggressive right now. Wow, that's a nice catch.
Forced the feed in to Chloe Clardy. I don't know how she caught it in traffic, but she did.
Don't foul Chloe.
Clardy, no fouls so far, 8 points.
We got to keep her out of foul trouble. That's a foul.
Yeah, Samaya Jordan trying to work through an illegal screen.
Well, it was both forearms to the chest that were the
the
giveaway.
too.
Yeah, it was a giveaway. It was just a little bit of a giveaway there.
Samaya has been playing stronger and stronger. That's what I've noticed more in her game these last few weeks.
Yeah, experience is playing into that.
Bohannon for 3.
Wow.
Her
Catch and
first
shoot.
3 of the game.
Yeah, catch
Love
and
it.
shoot. Watch it for the heat check now. One goes down, they can all start to go down. See, that's Samantha Taylor making that happen. See, that's going to be our problem. Is if we reach early in the lane, we're going to get called for these fouls. We have 6 fouls already. The next foul is the bonus. We have to be very careful of Taylor getting in there, Bliss Miller getting in there. Both the Cook girls can drive.
Jenna Cook trying to work against Camille Brown, picks up her dribble, gets it over to Miller.
Yeah, extending out.
Miller trying to feed it down into the paint. And it's almost stolen away by Chloe Clardy. It'll end up as a jump ball.
That's a quick jump ball. She basically ripped it away, but it was double possession there. So Lady Cats have the possession arrow.
1:50 to go here in the first quarter, and Lady Cats have made it feel like a whole half already. Camille Brown, great position, pulls down a rebound.
Over the back there, they got away with it.
Nice feed up to Savannah Scott. I don't know how she got that shot off, but she did. Conway maintains possession. Deep 3 here for Bohannon. And a long rebound attempt for Camille Brown won't be successful. She almost got there.
She missed a 3. That's ridiculous. Too much time.
Starting to get out to toll-free range a little bit.
She was in the whiskers. She was close to whiskers range. I get it. Really good to see Samaya Jordan running the point. I like her game. There's the first field goal.
Taylor lofts one up, and you're right, Tim. That's their first made field goal of the game. Camille Brown lofting it up to Savannah Scott. Savannah going up just a little too hard.
Yeah, a little too quick too. She needs to take her time with that. She really has a major height advantage. Just take it, go up the glass.
Under a minute to play. That's why Jordan getting a hand in there. Cabot lucky to get away with it. Taylor has it, getting in the lane again. Too hard off the left hand, and they'll call Camille Brown for the foul.
Yeah, and that's a foul. That's her first or second. No, first.
It's Kaylee Cresswell in the game for Cabot. She'll go to the free throw line.
So the Lady Panthers are now in the bonus with the entire second period to come. Lady Cats nowhere close.
First free throw attempt from Cresswell off the mark. Savannah Scott will come out for a breather. It's Amaya Taylor, junior forward, checking in.
Yeah, so Carly Madar is getting ready to come in, number 31. She's actually a really good shot. I've watched her game. She's a little taller, so she'll have a little bit of matchup problem now that Savannah is out.
Carly, a 501 basketball team honoree, along with Conway's own Caden Beckwith.
She's good hand. I like watching her game. She's got a good soft touch from the outside, can work it inside as well.
It's been a little bit since Conway scored. I want to put it into that. Bohannon not able to do it. It's going to be out on Cabot. Conway will inbound from the baseline with 29.9 on the clock.
Yeah, we've been stuck at 20 for a while now.
Get it into Clardy. Clardy going up strong, won't go. Cabot will end up with it. Shot clock is turned off. I think Cabot would like to just get out of here with one good look, and Miller is going to go to the free throw line.
Call that on Samaya Jordan.
That's her first.
Yeah, her first. Eighth. you want to get me riled up? That eighth team foul on the Lady Cats.
And this lead could be so much lower.
Oh my gosh.
If not for the poor free throw shooting right now from Cabot. It does get cut down to 12.
So they've had 6 points from the free throw line, correct?
Yep, 6 of their 8 tonight. 7
7
seconds. Jordan in the lane, gets it with the left hand and count it.
Wow, that was a great move at the top of the key. Crossover dribble, goes to the left hand.
Well, we heard Coach Hutchcraft talk about it back in December, that first step. It's the most dangerous one. She can't get the three-point play to go down. Cabot, one last look here in the first quarter, and it's off the mark, 22-8. Conway taking a big lead into the second quarter. Back in 30 seconds here on Conway Corp.
It began in 1997 with one goal, community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now, we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. Ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility. Ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere. And now, community is here.
Back live here at Buzz Bowling Arena, getting ready to start quarter number 2. Here's a stat for you, Tim Roach. I know you're not going to love this one.
Go shoot it.
Cabot, 8 points in the first quarter. Conway Lady Cats, 8 fouls in the first quarter.
Let's hope that doesn't match up all the way through, because that's going to be a problem for us. We're going to have to go deep into the bench tonight.
Ethan Elrod's trying to play drums now.
I thought he was
he played tenor sax. There it is, right there. He laid it down. He's like, I want some percussion action. A man of many talents.
Well, we're gonna so he's playing a role that he is not used to playing, and we're gonna have to see some of that from the Lady Cats as well. We've got foul trouble, 8 fouls. You got 2 on Caden, 2 on Alexis.
I think that's the worst.
Is that the only
of it.
2?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the other ones are spread out. But yeah, we've got to stop the penetration. That's a great move. That's a great move.
Nice feed down to Savannah Scott. Alexis Cox got into the lane, and defense collapsed on her. Savannah Scott wide open. Her first. I think those are her first 2 tonight.
So there's that dribble penetration by Taylor. Kick out, weave.
3-point attempt is good for Jenna Cook. First 3 of the game for Cabot.
That's the first good look that they have had, and she knocked it down. She's that talented. They're playing a 2-3 zone, it looks like. Yeah, sagging down on Savannah.
Camille getting in the lane, trying to find Savannah Scott. Savannah just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, too hot on the pass. Just a little bit, didn't quite get it to her in a place where she could catch it and go up.
And Conway has kind of backed off from the full court press.
Yeah, they had to because of the foul trouble.
Caden Beckwith getting in there. It'll be a jump ball. Caden didn't have a chance to get in any rhythm. It was 25 seconds into the game. She had to sit on the bench with 2 fouls.
Yep. Don't want to get another one. That was close. There's a lot of contact there. I'm not sure what we're waiting on, but
J.C. Cook to inbound for Cabot. Get it to Miller. Miller trying to get past Alexis Cox. It's cut off by Savannah Scott. J.C. Cook.
Good defense.
Ball comes loose, and here comes Clardy on the other end.
That's a foul.
End to end, and finishes with the left hand through the contact. 26 points now for your Lady Cats.
So it's dribble penetration for that's the MO for Cabot tonight. Try to get in, get a foul. If not, kick it out for the 3 and work the weave that direction.
Taylor going into the lane against 3 Lady Cats and
called it on Caden.
Falls down, and they're going to call it on Caden. I'm not saying there wasn't a foul, but I'm not sure it was on Caden is the issue, and now she'll have to sit probably for the rest of the second quarter as well with 3 fouls.
Oh, yeah, she'll be done for the rest of the half.
Samaya Jordan checking in again. So Samaya, one of the 3 sophomores that see a lot of time for your Lady Cats, she's seen even more time than usual tonight.
Yeah, but you know what though, and then that's a good thing right now. I mean, I hate that for the reason that's happening, but this is good to throw her into the mix at this point.
Camille
crazy shot,
and
contact, but no foul.
That was a circus shot, and I loved it. Got that nice roll on the rim. 15-point lead for your Lady Cats. Jenna Cook going to pull it out, pushing off on Camille Brown, and they will call her for the offensive foul. And these Cabot fans loving it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and Coach Cook is wanting every foul now. I mean, that she extended her arm. You can't do that. That's just the way it works. Gone into the man defense now.
Clardy trying to look down for Savannah Scott.
I mean, so the official is yelling at 50 to back off.
They get it into Savannah Scott. Savannah going up strong, draws the contact, although it's called by the official who's furthest away.
Wow.
But, hey, rewarded for the effort. She's been working so hard down there in the paint.
Is that her second? Yeah, it's her second foul. I mean, they were just absolutely slamming into each other.
And not just Leonard. It was 2 of them down there. And you can see Leonard and the official talking it over as Brinley Leonard's going to head to the bench. Carly Mater checks back in for Cabot.
That's got to be frustrating, though. I mean, Savannah's 6'4". You got to be able to try and push her around to get her out of the lane, and you just can't do it. I mean,
a lot of strength down there in the paint tonight.
Yeah, that was two girls with a lot of power trying to make it happen down there. That's an open 3. I can't believe that didn't go up.
Yeah, Jenna Cook let it go by. She gets in the lane now. Shot won't go. Jordan with the rebound. Sophomore using the speed to get down court over to Cox. Nice assist from Jordan.
And what she did there was she gave up the ball so early, like at the top of the key, so you really avoid any charge. And Alexis Cox was wide open. They didn't have a chance to collapse. What a great pass by Samaya.
Mater getting in the paint.
Oh, she fell down. She fell down.
Savannah Scott going to get called for her second foul. And we're already to the double bonus, so I don't know how many team fouls we have now, because I think we've already passed 10.
Yeah, no, I think that's actually makes 10.
That is the 10th? Okay.
But she literally fell down, and they called foul. I mean, Ashley's doing what she can, and that's all she can do.
And
now they're going to get technical.
They're going to call a technical on Coach Johnson. Coach Johnson's still letting her opinion be heard. 5:01 to play here in the second quarter. And the official clapping at Coach Hutchcraft, that's a look. I would love to know what this conversation is. They're wanting Coach Hutchcraft to take a seat, I believe, is what is being communicated.
Wow. I mean, they really lost control of the moment there, and I mean, it was an absolute. I mean, it was a call that really should not have been called. She fell, and it's a combination of a call that should not have occurred, and then 10 fouls within, what is that? That's 7 minutes, 10 minutes of game time. It's ridiculous.
Well, and it appeared to me that the technical was called on the bench, not on Hutchcraft. So I don't know why they're making Hutchcraft sit down.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe it's a rule that if it's called on the bench, then she has to take a seat. I have no idea.
The other thing I don't appreciate, if I'm just being honest, is the clap from the official. I mean, that's like how I communicate with my dog when he's not obeying. So I don't like it.
And they get the ball, so this is a huge turn. I mean, this is a lot of points potentially for Cabot.
Taylor forcing the issue. Shot won't go. No foul called. And it will be Conway's ball. 32-15, 4:54. This has been a long 3 minutes and change.
And the thing about it is you're still up 17.
Bohannon shot off the mark. Clardy,
yep.
Right place, right time.
There you go. Back that out.
Clardy for three. Off the back of the rim. Jordan trying to chase it down. That's going to be out on Cabot.
Yeah, I think that's out on Conway, so we got one there. But we've struggled at times to shoot the ball well tonight, which is kind of strange for us. Now, you got to give credit to Cabot for their defense. There you go.
What a feed into Savannah.
Left hand.
Just like just
flick,
flipped it up
little
there.
Flick. With the left hand, opposite hand, that's a good move. She didn't have to go. Oh, my gosh.
Bohannon trying to work through that screen for Mater.
Yeah, she's tough, though.
And
oh,
it's
my
going to be
gosh.
Alexis Cox. We can't tell you how many team fouls there are anymore because, like Tim pointed out a few weeks ago, they just stopped putting them on the board after 10.
Yeah, every foul is is a two-shot foul now.
And that is 3 on Alexis Cox.
Yeah, I just got to. I mean, you got to. I mean, so here's the thing. Here's the thing as well for our Lady Cats. They're calling game a certain way. You have to adjust. You can't do some of the things that you might normally get with a different crew. But they have called a multitude of fouls. They just don't like the way we're playing defense, apparently, so they're calling everything.
So Maya Jordan will run point now. Over to Camille Brown. Camille Brown not hesitating at all, and the senior with a nice response.
Yeah, that was zero hesitation. I mean, that's not a normal three-point shooter out there, and she caught it and went up like there was a purpose to it. Nice.
Cabot's going to throw it away. The momentum starting to shift back to your Lady Cats. 20-point lead. It's weird for me to be talking about momentum with a 20-point lead, but that's how these last few minutes have felt.
I mean, it's just been controlled by forces other than our own. Great job by Clardy to get all the way to the baseline. Looking for Savannah down low. They're going to sag down. There you go. Very quick.
There. Great feed from Bohannon, and Savannah just all the advantage over Mater right now.
Such a great pass, so quick. They had no time to double team. Savannah right up. We got to be careful, Bo.
Mater, short jumper, won't go. Bohannon with the rebound. Cats getting up court quickly. Cats getting up court quickly. Jordan into the lane.
Penetration there.
Gonna kick it back out to Bohannon. Conway will reset with 3:10 to play here in the second quarter.
Good chance to run your offense here. They're playing man. Got Chloe on a mismatch.
And feed it into Clardy.
Nice.
Over to Scott. And Savannah fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. A lot of great passing on display on that possession for Conway.
Yeah, and so in your set offense, that's one of the things you really want to see is, okay, how are you moving the ball? How are you doing it when you're not in the chaos? We play very well in chaos. Now, we fouled a lot tonight, but we play very well in the chaos. So how do you run your set offense? Because you're going to get some of that, especially when you get into the state tournament time. They're going to make you run some set offense. And so we've seen some really, really good passes.
Well, and we saw a lot of it on Saturday at North Little Rock, too.
North Little Rock, absolutely. Yeah, there's some things that are coming. I mean, we've taken some lumps this year, especially in some of these big, huge tournaments. And we're responding well when we have to play our set stuff. We've dropped back into a man now. No 1-3-1. Kind of backed off there.
Taylor trying to work across Jordan, and she gets a step and lays it in.
Yeah, she is very, very good with the basketball.
Jordan up to Bohannon. Skip it over to Camille Brown.
Double team down low now.
Bohannon, deep 3. Just off the mark. Jordan fighting hard in there to try and get a rebound. She'll pick up the foul. That'll be her second.
Yeah, that's a good call. That one I'm going to go. Well, you
talked about the chaos a little bit. That was some of that on display there.
Yeah. Wow, I mean, we're trying to see Chloe with no fouls now, just jinxed her with 2:25 left. She's going to end up having to play a lot tonight, where normally we would sub in, give her some rest because she does so much on both sides of the court. But she's the only one with no fouls now, so she's going to have to kind of be the warrior again tonight.
Taylor Ushery's first free throw no good. She rattles the second one in. Cuts the lead down to 20, 2:22 to go here in the first half.
Trying to get Chloe down on the post. That's interesting. Nice.
Clardy making her move to the right side, gets the contact and can't quite get her shot all the way through there. She'll go to the line for 2. Clardy, 10 points here in the first half, and we continue to bring up North Little Rock, but one of the most impressive things about that game was how much Chloe was able to take over in those final minutes and just close it out.
You know, and it's not it's not that she just turns it on when she needs to, but she's really I mean, it's underrated. She's such a great team player. She lets everything kind of happen around her, and when the game has to come to her, she can do it. It's not like she just decides to turn it on. The game came to her, and she performed well in the clutch moments.
Maya Taylor checks in for your Lady Cats. And Clardy sinks them both.
Who'd she come in for? Came in for Samaya. Came in for Samaya. Subs in for Cabot as well.
Yeah, Brianna Hall in. Mater, 3-point attempt. She knocks that down.
Yeah, she can make that.
42-23, under 2 minutes to play. Clardy pulls up for the long 2. Gets the contact, sinks the shot, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, just one of those follow-through tries to block a shot, and you catch the. That's a really long 2. She had literally 1 foot behind the line, 1 foot on, and was able to knock it down.
Lady Cats will go a little smaller here as Jelani Davis checks in.
I like Jelani's game. She's a very good defensive player. She can score. We watched her in the JV game. She knocked down a 3. She's somebody that is going to be critical state tournament time. Still in a man. Haven't really gone to anything other than the 1-3-1 in the man.
Mater behind the back, gets some distance, draws the contact. Must be on Camille Brown, and that is her second.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
Clardy with 16 points tonight. It always amazes me. I mean, we've seen this for 4 years now, but it always amazes me how I'll just look up and she'll be in double figures so easily.
I know. It's quiet. It's a free throw here. It's a layup there. 3-pointer out there. We haven't shot the 3 very well tonight. That's been a little bit strange. Bo has been a little bit off tonight.
I think we've only made 2. Camille
Bo
Brown had one.
and Camille, yeah.
Get it down to Clardy, just a little too hot.
Yeah, just got to be a little bit more touch on that. Still a 20-point game with 1:22 left. I mean, it's amazing. We have a 20-point lead, and I'd have to look at stats, but it's probably we're at about 14 fouls or so at least, 14 or 15.
It's a lot.
And they've made a ton from the line, and they've missed a lot from the line. They just haven't made a lot of baskets. Now she can do that.
Bliss Miller found a seam and got it in there, cuts it down to 18. Pull-up jumper. And Bohannon is short. Jelani Davis can't control it, and they'll say it's out on Cabot.
Yeah, they should have called a foul on Cabot, but the ball was out on Conway, but they should have called a foul on Cabot.
1 minute to go. Feed it into Clardy, back out to Camille.
Double teaming down low on Chloe. She's basically playing the post. When Bo gets it out there, if they don't jump out on her, she's going to have to take this 3 because they're going to play down low. Ooh, good move.
Bohannon
Great
got the
move.
hard stop, worked her way back into the middle, and draws the contact.
That is a smart basketball player right there. She got to the point where she was double teamed. There was no other place to go, so she found the position without dribbling the basketball and created the contact. And really had a legitimate shot to make it, just kind of went up a little too hard with it.
Hits the first free throw. Oh, can't get the shooter's roll on the second. It's a 19-point lead for the Lady Cats. About a 6-second difference in the shot clock and game clock. Miller gets down there, kicks it out for 3. And Clardy's going to be called for the foul.
Yep,
that will send J.C. Cook to the line for 3 free throws.
And she did. She came out a little too hot. But they are really, Cabot is really struggling to find an easy basket. I mean, there is nothing so far tonight. They've had one 3 that I can remember that Jenna made that was really kind of a catch it, release it, nobody flying at you, you make it. Everything else has just been brutally contested by your Lady Cats.
She hits the first 2, no problem.
It's going to get down to a 16-point lead.
And it is indeed. Lead down to 16. Conway will have a chance to extend it back out.
Going to work for the final shot here. Cabot's in a man. That's got to be a dangerous proposition to be out there man coverage on Chloe.
With a huge
Shot
size
clock.
advantage.
Yeah, she gives it up.
6 seconds. Over to Bo for 3. Bohannon, her second 3 of the game, sinks it as we go to the half, extends the lead back to 19 for your Conway Lady Cats, 49-30. We get ready for halftime here, and man, big shot Bo.
Wow.
That's going to be her new name.
With the coach right behind her and a player right in front of her. It's gotta be nice.
I was trying not to laugh because as soon as she caught it, Coach Cook was like,
No.
That was not supposed to happen.
Right.
Oh, man, oh, man. I think that we heard that there would be a halftime performance.
Maybe it's going to be of the boys' game because there is nobody making their way to the court at this point.
We were told it was going to happen between both games, but it does not appear like it will be happening right now as both boys' teams out on the floor to shoot. And it's been a pretty one-sided affair here in the first game. I think we got a real good game cooking up for game number 2.
Yeah, it's going to be a critical game. We're running that spot. I think there's little doubt we're going to make the playoffs, but man, it would be nice to get this win.
Oh yeah, I mean I think unless something really catastrophic happens,
not gonna, yeah,
and something miraculous happens for Southwest, there's no way we don't make the playoffs.
I will tell you, I know Coach Adams probably would not like to hear me say this, but I think we've outplayed our expectations. in conference play. This is such a great
Well,
conference.
we're going to talk about that when we get to their pregame.
So be
'cause-
quiet.
No.
Shut up.
I'm glad
Tim,
that
shut
I'm glad that your head is already there because I'm right there with you. All right. Well, we'll cut back in if we have any dance team performance here at halftime, but it's not looking like that so far. 49-30, Lady Cats on top of Cabot. Back with the second half here in a bit on Conway Corp.
Sure. Interventional cardiology is a field of medicine where we deal with heart problems and problems in cardiac structure and function. Our most important job probably is stopping heart attacks. When people show up acutely. Beyond that, we deal with all the complications of long-term heart disease. Several years ago, we started a screening program for athletes with the goal of preventing sudden cardiac death. We all see somebody on TV every year who drops dead during a football game or basketball game, and there are certain things that we can screen for to try to prevent that. Identify those people early, fix problems that can be fixed, and potentially keep athletes from having unnecessary bad outcomes. Receiving a cardiovascular diagnosis quite often does not mean the end of the career. It may mean some changes in particular sport they participate in. It may mean that they need certain medications or a little bit closer monitoring. But we do everything we can to make sure that there's some way for an athlete to continue to participate in something they enjoy. Well, the key is exercise. Ideally, we want 30 minutes of some kind of high-intensity exercise 5 days a week. If studies show that there's actually up to a 30% reduction in mortality if they do that lifelong. The key is not to just be the greatest high school athlete and then fall apart after that, but we want to see a lifelong pattern of exercise. My goal is always, never to restrict anybody from doing anything they want, but to figure out how I can support keeping them in the activities that they like. Conway Regional is unique in that we've got a great mix of high-tech, capabilities. We have unusual capabilities for a community hospital, for a regional hospital of our size. But we still have a staff and really a culture that is hometown. Everybody who's working there is somebody's cousin or neighbor or goes to church with them. And so there's this sense of community that's really unusual compared to any institution I've ever been around. And when I have to send patients somewhere else, they always come back complaining that it's not like Conway Regional. Physical aspects of Conway Regional are night and day compared to when I first came here. We've had an incredible expansion of specialty care. There's very little in the heart realm that we can't take care of. Conway Regional's investment in technology and capabilities for the community so that you don't have to go somewhere else have really been amazing.
All right, back live here at the half. 49-30 lead for your Lady Cats. We're just about 2.5 minutes away from from the start of the second half.
They don't do that anymore, Levi.
They should. That'd be fun. They should just tip it every quarter. I would enjoy that because we have the advantage.
Yeah,
honestly,
I know. That's right.
in those scenarios. All right, here's the thing. A lot of points, a lot of offense from your Lady Cats.
Yeah,
but
halfway to
also-
100, basically, yeah.
Also a lot of fouls in the first half.
We have 49 points and 49 fouls.
It felt that way.
Yeah, I know. And I just, and here's the thing. Everybody knows that I rail on the officials, and sometimes it's warranted, sometimes it's not. That's just kind of that's what you get with me. But I will tell you that one thing that we've got to do, we have to be able to adjust to the way they're calling. And you see that, if you see that many fouls in one half, that means you're not adjusting. So we have to figure out. We've got several girls. I mean, I look at their starting. If they put the starting five back out there are six,
they've got
eight,
it
9. There are 11 fouls between the 5 players that are out there.
Yeah.
You've got Caden with 3, Chloe with 1, Camille with 2, Alexis with 3, Savannah with 2. I mean, and then you get below that. Bo's got 2. I think she's got 2. Maybe she has 1. But several that are in trouble as well.
The crazy thing is that it just hasn't really mattered up to this point.
No.
But I mean, Cabot could go on a run at any moment.
Oh, absolutely. They can shoot the 3. That's the one thing that they've done so far. They've done a great job so far is getting into the lane, getting some fouls, and being at the free throw line. Now they're going to probably have to shoot some threes to make it up.
Lady Cats 8 for 12 from the free throw line in the first half. Got there 12 times. Want to venture a guess how many times that the Lady Panthers were at the free throw line?
22.
25.
Okay, I was
You were
short.
so close.
Yeah, it felt like 45. But we also had a couple moments there where we just kind of lost our composure. And here's the thing. You would think, okay, super talented, number 1 in the state, all that stuff. You get frustrated by the way teams play and by the way games are called. And so you've got to be able to rise above, and I think we will as a team.
The main thing, though, that the Conway defense was able to do in the first half, just not giving up a lot of open looks, not a lot of great shots for Cabot. 18 of their 30 points came from the free throw line.
And they didn't get a good, clean look. They had one good, clean look. Everything else was absolutely contested. And so, yeah, you got to give credit to the Lady Cats there. The only problem, really, is our foul trouble.
It's a 19-point lead for your Lady Cats as we start. Second half, it is your starting 5 back out on the floor. 2 of them with 3 fouls. Early feed down to Savannah Scott. Savannah has worked really hard tonight, and she's in double figures now with 11.
Yeah, really, really good. Quick move, solid. Use the glass like she should. Lady Cats come out in a straight man.
Miller kicks it out to Taylor. Thought Taylor was about to take that look. Instead, she's going to wheel it around. Back over to Miller.
Yeah, their first emphasis point tonight has been not the 3. It's been to penetrate and kick, try to create some fouls.
3 seconds on the shot clock. I don't think Cabot's aware. They were not. Shot clock violation induced by your Lady Cats.
Yeah, great defense. Pressure was on the ball constantly in that man defense. They got, again, no good, clean look. Even the basket, the passes were even contested.
Get it down to Savannah again. Over to Alexis Cox. And Alexis right at the rim. And she's in double figures now, too. Or no, they'll keep her at 8. I thought she was going to 10.
Well, and I thought she was going to reverse that out. But, boy, that's a tough angle she made that.
It looked even tougher from our perspective.
Yeah. Ooh, that's on the ground.
Miller gets down the baseline, kicks it back out. Cook for 3, and she hits it.
Yeah, either one of the Cook girls can really knock that down. I'm not seeing Bliss Miller try to get the 3, and maybe that's just not her forte. She definitely can penetrate. Ooh, nice catch. Didn't think she saw it.
Alexis just hyper aware, and Savannah Scott pulling down a rebound. And nice putback. She's got 13.
Good hands, and that's just being tall, being in the right spot, and knowing how to do it. I mean, she's had to do that her whole life, play like that, without creating contact, without going over the back.
Taylor got that penetration, floated one up, and got it to fall.
That's just how they're going to roll. I mean, they are first look inside. They've done a good job of creating some contact.
Caden Beck with her first offensive look of the night. Had a nice move into the lane, but could not finish. And Camille Brown pulling up on the other end. You're seeing the adjustment here in the second half.
No foul. It's really, but with Jenna, see, that's too easy.
Pass stolen there from J.C. Cook, and an easy 2 points, lead down to 16.
Yeah, we had it run up to 20, and now it's right back down. So they are playing, looks like a man. Yeah, they're still in the man. We've been working it down low to.
Clardy gets around Taylor. Cleanup job there by Savannah Scott. Savannah taking a shot in the ribs as she gets to 15 points.
Yeah, gonna.
Let's call on
Taylor. Yeah. Just.
I didn't see Taylor in the vicinity. I guess she. I thought it was on.
I thought it was gonna be on
Jenna Cook.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't call it on Jenna. They called it on Taylor.
Well, Conway get the ball back and a reach in from Taylor. That one definitely was Taylor.
Yeah, that she was in the vicinity and she reached. Now that's going to be her fourth foul. Is it third? I thought that was her fourth. Wow. So I think we've got a question really on who that first foul was on, but oh well.
Inbound to Clardy. They feed it into Scott. Scott's going to take the contact from behind. They're going to call it on Brinley Leonard. It could have been called on Nader as well.
Yeah, she went over the back. She just tried to deny the pass, and at the same time, Savannah's going up with it. She just got caught hand in the cookie jar, so to speak. That's what they call that press in the back there. I'm trying to figure out the foul situation. Yeah, so it is 4 fouls.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they finally
did it up.
Savannah's first free throw off the mark. Two of the seniors tonight, each with 15 points. Chloe Clardy and Savannah Scott. Both with Division I commitments.
Yep.
Savannah moves into the lead with 16.
Yeah, trying to end their Lady Cat careers. I mean, they both started for 4 years now, and you want to go out on the highest of notes. And they're primed, and they're in a good position to do that. Stay healthy.
Alexis Cox just takes it away. Got the stop, drew the contact on the other end. Smart play on both sides from Alexis Cox.
Yeah, I don't think Madar had any ill intentions there. Just got caught with a foul, and then it was pretty hard getting her to the ground. But listen, if there's anybody that can take contact on the floor right now, it's Alexis Cox. I mean, she is an athletic build of a human being. Got to make that though.
Lady Cats were 8 for 12 in the first half from the free throw line.
1 out of 3 so far, I think, to start the second half.
Cox does hit the second.
Staying in the man. Jenna looking for a place to go, and it's really just about trying to find. Now, this is their normal weave offense right here.
Passing lanes have been
tough,
been difficult tonight.
Well, the thing about it is it's the baseline player for the Lady Cats that is causing the trouble because they cannot penetrate right there.
Shot clock down to 5 again, and errant pass taken away from Cox.
What a move. Oh, my gosh. Superior athletic move by Chloe Clardy. Ooh.
Conway fans have been spoiled for several years.
Yeah.
Jay Cook wants a timeout as the lead is back out to 22. For-year Lady Cats, we will take it with them. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
From day one, Centennial has been there for the people of Conway, the people that teach us, protect us, guide us, and work to make Conway better every day. That's why we've donated over $5 million to local organizations and causes. And we have the same commitment to serving you for life's milestones and everyday moments. Centennial Bank, proud to call Conway and Faulkner County home.
It's a 22-point lead for your Lady Cats. I believe that's the biggest it's gotten out to at different points, but it's back out to that point now.
Well, and we've seen it go from that 22 and then immediately gets down to about 16, and they haven't seen it get below 16 much, so it's been in that range right there. But I was watching Coach Hutchcraft there in the timeout, and she was working hard. I mean, this is a point, this is a break point, really. It can be with as much time as left in the third period for the Lady Cats to really extend this thing out and really make it over with. It's 4 minutes to go, basically 4 minutes to go in the quarter. And Cabot's kind of in that spot where they're going to have to do something weirdly fanatical to get back in the ball game.
Bohannon on Ussery. Ussery going to feed it down to Cook.
That's that spot that's trouble. Oh.
Back out to Mater. Trying to feed it down.
Oh!
To Ussery again, and
yeah,
it will stay here with Cabot.
It went off of Ussery, but we've been on the good side of a couple of those calls.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Nice feed down to Cook, and it's just absolutely rejected by Savannah Scott.
I don't know if Jenna Cook is saying, "Hey, I think that was a foul," or "Hey, what do you want me to do, Dad?"
Ooh, man. That's her third block tonight.
Oh, at least.
Deep three from Cook.
Wow.
Gets the glass. Wow.
Nice shot. Hope she called it.
Cuts the lead down to 19. Bohannon gets around Cabot defender, and they'll call contact on.
Yeah, that's going to be on J.C. Cook.
J.C. Cook.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of foul trouble. The only one that's in foul trouble for them is Savannah.
Well, how do you like
Taylor.
this, Tim Roach?
5 fouls for them.
3:16 to play here in the third quarter. No fouls for
What do you think the
Cats.
message was at the half from Coach Hutchcraft? Listen.
First one to fouls coming out, not going back in.
And you're done for the night. I really do. I know it's a bad pass there, but I love her game because she's looking to make that really. Oh.
Miller a little push off there. Won't matter.
Nope.
Savannah Scott controlled the rebound. Alexis Cox going to chase down the long pass. All that athleticism from Alexis Cox. And breaking down Taylor Ussery to go along with it.
Yeah, literally breaking her down. Literally she was on the floor. And she, bless her heart, there's nothing else she could do there but just trying to tackle her to keep it from happening. But listen, what kind of speed was that from Alexis Cox to chase that down? Unbelievable. See, that's just a great play by Chloe. Two really talented plays right there by the Lady Cats. One was Alexis Cox running down that pass that she had no right getting to. And secondly, that forcing that contact by Chloe Clardy, and that puts them in the bonus already.
I think your Lady Cats got the message.
Nice.
Now I'm interested to see who the first one to foul is.
To see what actually happens at that point. Yeah, right.
Well, hey, I mean, all credit to these Lady Cats for finally making an adjustment. And
well, listen, Coach, give our coaching staff some credit there. I mean, that was a real major adjustment because I know we were winning the ball game by a pretty good margin, but we were in trouble from a fouls perspective. I mean, you've only got so many players on the bench. The thing about this defense is it's making Cabot work so hard and take so much clock they really cannot get into a good rhythm at all.
Had a pretty good look there, but it won't go. And Conway,
somebody help.
Conway trying to force the issue. Jordan for three.
I like that. It's a good-looking shot, though.
Cabot's got numbers on the other end.
Don't foul.
Cook dishes out to Ussery. Shot is short. Bohannon with the rebound.
Somebody's open.
Feed it down to Savannah Scott, and Savannah just couldn't control the hard pass. And she tried. She gave it everything she had.
And Bo is down here just, oh, my gosh. I mean, literally, that's so wide open.
Had a little double high five action going there.
Oh, my gosh.
Lead still 21 for Conway. Clardy is going to be the first one to foul.
Chloe? Can't believe it was Chloe. Yep, they called her Chloe.
All right, Clardy.
So now see, so your theory was wrong.
I was wrong.
You were wrong. All right. So 21-point lead. Boy, it seems like it should be a lot more than that.
Well, it's been a pretty even quarter.
Yeah, actually it has. They've got with the of course the banked in three at the shot clock buzzer helped a lot. Doing a little cleanup on the unis here. Everybody tuck in. Camille is coming in for Alexis.
Alexis 9 points tonight. She'll head to the bench.
Watch the inbounds play. Jenna's right there. Careful, careful. There she goes. Pop out for the three.
Deep three from Cook, and she drains it.
Yeah, you've got to be careful with her. I mean, she gets any space at all, she will absolutely knock it down. She's a really, really good player. Very heady, well coached. You can tell that she understands the game.
Clardy got away with a near error there.
Yeah, a little miscommunication, and then Jenna Cook with her ability to see what's happening on the floor. We got an 18-point lead.
Over to Jordan. Savannah trying to get some position down there. They feed it down to her. Over to Bohannon, but it was Cook coming in to cut that pass off. Usry almost had a turnover, and she will have one here.
Yeah. She's played pretty well. Not a starter for them. Undersized on the floor, at least with the set of athletes we have out there, but she's shown a lot of moxie.
Jordan, crossover. Gets the shot up, hard off the backboard. Savannah Scott's shot won't go. Clardy diving for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession will go to Cabot.
Seems like why does every jump ball seem to go to Cabot? Am I the only one?
You might be.
Wow. No, I'm not. There are others.
It's been a while since I've had a sit down with fan Tim.
Well, some people would say that's not the Tim you want to sit with at the ball game. Ooh, good poke by Savannah. Good hands there.
Cook hot over to Ushery. Gets Bohannon for the reach in.
I didn't see the foul there. I don't know what that call was, but it's just the second foul, so I'm not going to complain too much in this half. Although I had a lot of complaints in the first half.
You did, yep. Mostly warranted.
Yeah, well.
Savannah Scott pulling down a big rebound. Clardy flashing the speed. Shot won't go on the other end. One last opportunity here for Cabot.
Well, this one's going to go.
Savannah will be called for the reach in.
Wow. Here we go. They're catching up.
Not a terrible foul there.
No, it's on the floor. So 7.5 to shoot. We're still, what is that, an 18-point lead. Yeah, get her out so she didn't get a cheap foul. How many does she have?
She's got three. Pretty much everyone has three.
I mean, the entire team. This one's going to have to go up. Here comes Jenna. No, it's going to be JC.
Well, flash over to Cresswell. Had a good look.
Yep.
Doesn't fall. Lady Cats lucky to keep it at 18 as we head to the final quarter. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security. bank better.
Back live here in Conway, trying to figure out the numbers here. A 19-point lead at the half. And Cabot outscoring your Lady Cats in the third quarter, 15-14 to cut that lead down by 1 point.
They finally made some field goals, really. I mean, they've scored 45 points tonight. I mean, that's a lot. In high school girls basketball, that's considerable only in the third quarter. Unfortunately for them, the Lady Cats have put up 63 and have done it really by making it kind of piecemealing it together. No big runs by the Lady Cats.
Final quarter of action coming up here.
Starting five back out. That's a lot of fouls. That's going to be a lot of fouls on the board once they place it. Got
pretty sure Caden has three.
Chloe,
Savannah Scott has 3.
Chloe has 2. Alexis has 3. So nobody on the court has less than 2. Working the weave. There we go. This is old school here.
This Cox gets in the lane, left hand, love it.
And that's not an easy shot either. I mean, that's not right point blank at the basket. That is down the side of the lane with your left hand off the glass. Nicely done.
She's in double figures now with 11.
Lady Cats have done a really good job of this tonight as well, extending the defense all the way out. Again, no real easy threes to speak of, just one. They've just been so tenacious on defense tonight. Second half, they've done it without creating fouls.
Jenna Cook gets around a few Lady Cats, and what is she up to now? 15?
Yeah, that's kind of a small night for her. Now, got to be careful throwing the ball into the lane. Don't foul. Good defense there. Forced her. That's excellent defense by Camille. Forced her at the point of attack to make the decision to have to back out. She gave her just enough room where she couldn't just mosey by her. She had to actually make a decision, and that decision cost her an out-of-bounds ball. That's a really good job by Camille. Got to be careful with the passes, though.
Get it to Savannah at the top of the free throw line. Back out to Cox for 3. Shot it a little too hard.
I like that shot. She's going to need to hit some of those, so I'm okay with that.
And a steal on the other end. Ooh, behind the back. Caden Beck was going to try and slow it down. Conway fans wanted a foul on Brinley Leonard.
Yeah, there was a little contact, but no advantage gained, really. If she had had to take a step, it would have been.
Clardy, the quick 3, no hesitation. I think that's her first 3 of the night. Clardy with 22 points.
Making it rain. Sweet stroke from Chloe.
Yeah, Clardy's first attempt.
Oh, it's her first 3 shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jenna Cook.
Yeah, warming up.
18 points now.
She's definitely going to get hers.
But the lead remains at 18.
They can't trade baskets with the Lady Cats at this point. They're going to have to do something to make a run.
And the focus for your Lady Cats the rest of the way, I mean, obviously to win, but keep that lead at 10 points. Kick out to Camille Brown for 3. Savannah Scott working hard against Leonard. It goes out on Scott. And Coach Hutchcraft wants a timeout. 5:30 to play here in the game. 18-point lead for your Lady Cats. We'll be back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
Why that is, what that is, how they feel that way. But I think our customers need to come experience for themselves and understand why Caldwell Cares means something here and why it feels different here and why we're here to help you buy a car, not to sell you a car. And that's kind of our approach.
Live here at home tonight, just 2 more home conference games for Conway. After this game tonight, we still have Central and Bryant.
We have to play Southwest too, don't we? At Southwest.
That's at
But
Southwest.
you're talking about home games.
Yeah, just home games remaining.
Yeah.
They do have a makeup game to get in with Southwest, and I mean this is what the second game in the second half of conference play.
That's
so
crazy. This schedule has been nuts. And really, I mean, we've had one impact due to weather, but it's just the way this whole 7 and 9 split that I don't understand.
Well,
plays out.
It's incomprehensible. That's why you don't understand.
It's ridiculous.
That's why you don't understand.
It's ridiculous.
Clardy working on Cook.
Steal.
Just takes it away right out of the hands of J.C. Cook.
Oops.
Over to Alexis Cox. Brilling Leonard closing quickly, but Cox is going to pull that one up.
I mean, just again, great heady play. Just pull it out, make the soft little around the world shot.
Haven't heard from Taylor in a while. It's blocked. Block number 4.
Backside. Woof.
Caden Beckwith just smoothly working out of that potential steal. And another open 3 here for Clardy. Rebound Beckwith. Tried to find Savannah.
Yep.
She'll get called for the travel.
Yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of a contact there, but not enough to warrant a foul. It's a good call by the official. Chloe with a wind-up for the 3. Just, Amanda looks good. Every time, of course, everything she shoots pretty much just looks good.
Bliss Miller. Give it over to Taylor. Taylor's shot will not go. Another rebound here for Scott.
That's a tough arc to have to shoot over Savannah Scott there. It's tough. And here's the thing again, they're having to work their offense because nothing is going to come easy, and it's taking time off the clock. They can't make a run. I mean, they cannot make a run at this point.
Already here at the midway point of the 4th quarter. Nice little dish over to Savannah. Soft hands. Nice roll. And 18 points now for Savannah Scott.
Great night by Savannah. She's made some really, really tough shots tonight. Soft touch. Great blocks. She's had some outstanding moments defensively as well.
Taylor trying to get in there again. Blocked again. Feed up to Clardy. Clardy, tough shot through contact.
No foul. They're just not going to call it.
Cabot coming the other way. Taylor deep 3. It's short. Well, how many rebounds Savannah's up to? But feels like
a huge night. Well, she might have a triple double if the blocks were counted. Yeah, it's about to wind down now. They're backing off defensively. Lady Cats are content to run some offense. 22-point game. It's over with at this point, but you just want to make sure you play clean.
Clardy's going to add to her total. 24 points now for the senior. She leads the way, and Coach Hutchcraft wants a timeout on the floor. We'll go ahead and keep it here and start to talk a little bit about the playoff picture.
Okay.
As we're getting, as we mentioned, we're into our second game. Should have been our third game into the second half of conference play, but the game with Southwest got postponed because of the ice a few weeks ago. So this is only the second game into the second half of conference play. But your Lady Cats 6-1 overall. They've got 2 wins head-to-head over North Little Rock. North Little Rock's at 5-2. Cabot's at 5-2, and if Lady Cats hold on tonight, they'll also have both head-to-head games against Cabot. And then you've got Central sitting at 4-2, which has had a win over the only conference loss your Lady Cats have had was at Central last month.
Well, and so and there's a lot to that ball game that to unpack, and looking forward to having them back here. Let's.
I'm gonna call him Amaya Taylor.
Okay. I love Coach Hutchcraft. I mean, you can hear her voice piercing through the air.
You could hear her clear as day at North Little Rock during timeouts. It was,
it was
comical.
I love watching her coach. I mean, she is into the ball game, and but so if we take care of business, and we knew this coming into the season, that if things fell as they should, we'd be in the number 1, number 2 spot with North Little Rock, of course.
And who your Lady Cats have had North Little Rock's number so far this season.
Well, and both very talented teams, and the Lady Cats, their style of play just they have an edge there. Now Central's kind of had our number. They've won 2 in a row against us, going back to last year. So we've got to fix that. But your Lady Cats appear to be in a position to be the number 1 seed in the Central if all things play out. And then you got to go to Rogers, which, you know, Northwest Arkansas is what it is, but that's a late week start for the Lady Cats more than likely, right? I mean, we're talking about Thursday. Maybe if we're in the number 1 seed, it'd probably be a Thursday game. Is that right?
If we're the 1 seed, yeah, they'll play Thursday at 4. If they're the 2 seed, they would play on Friday.
Okay.
And that's the thing. Central is hosting Bryant tonight. I don't have any scoring updates to share at this moment, but with Conway getting the win here tonight over Cabot, I mean, you've got the 2 head-to-head wins over both North Little Rock and Cabot, and then you've got your one bugaboo, which is Central, that you really want to take care of business just to get that off your shoulders as you head to the playoffs. But honestly, I mean, we'll have Central here. I think it's next week. Yeah. On Valentine's Day, we will have them here, so we'll get to see that soon. But after this win tonight, it's going to be difficult for Central to have a chance to catch up anyway, because Conway's got a 2-game lead.
Yeah, all the numbers will be in the Conway's favor, and that's the way you'd like to you want to see it. But they are in position to play teams. I mean, they've got, to your point, they've got Central left, but they are statistically so much more superior to the teams they have left. You've got to think that the Lady Cats, I don't know about that the Lady Cats are going to be in position, as long as they take care of Central. I mean, they're going to win out if all things are fair. So got to love having the number 1 seed, which, I mean, and again, one of the critical things there, and we kind of knew this going in, if North Little Rock stays the number 2, that means they're on the other side of the bracket. You don't face North Little Rock until potentially, you know, a championship game on the other side of the bracket. Now they've got to go over there. The 2 seed has to go and play, potentially play North Side, and they are, what are they? They are 19-3, 9-1, typical North Side. So you don't want to go. You don't want to go to that side of the bracket just because it's North Side. You'd like to keep North Little Rock and North Side on one side and let you play out on the other. Not saying it's going to be an easy road, because it's not. It's just it would be better for you to do so. Lady Cats have had such a tough year, man. Their non-conference schedule has been insane. They've not played. They've had maybe 1 or 2 ball games where you go, okay, it's interesting. You're letting somebody else come in and play. Everything else has been elite level competition, and so Ashley has done a great job of getting them geared up. And it looks to me like they're playing some of their best basketball. When they came out of Washington, they've been playing some of their best basketball.
Yeah, 3 in a row coming into tonight, and it will be 4 in a row after these final 20 seconds. They will play at Little Rock Southwest this Thursday, and then have an off night on Friday. And they'll be back at home a week from tonight, playing host to Central.
We have a Thursday night game, right?
Thursday night, this Thursday, they'll be at Southwest for that makeup game.
But isn't the Bryant game on a Thursday night?
It'll also be on a Thursday. That's the final home game on February 23rd. In between that game and the Central game next week, they'll be at Jonesboro on next Friday.
Yeah. Jonesboro normally they've had kind of a down year. They are 1-6, kind of a down year. They are down. It's a down year for them, but tough place to play. Jonesboro is always a tough place to play.
Final inbound here, shot will not go, and Lady Cats 76-54, 22-point win over the number 4 team, and Jay Cook is going to take a technical with him back home to Cabot.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that plays out, what happens now. It's an interesting end to the ball game, but he had something to say to each one of the referees. The thing about it is I don't think they were going to win the ball game regardless, but he didn't like the way it was officiated. So I can kind of halfway appreciate that.
That's now the last 2 opponents the Lady Cats have faced. The head coaches have gotten technicals in the the final seconds and after the final
Yeah,
seconds
no, it's weird.
of
It's a
this
weird
game.
year.
So
Yeah.
that's an interesting thing there. I don't know what happens. I mean,
I don't think there's
what are
anything
the
you can
what
do.
are the consequences of that after the game's over?
He's going to give him another. I think it looked like he was going to give him another one.
He wasn't done.
Yeah, he was not done.
Man.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
oh yeah. Cabot. That's going to do it for the Lady Cats tonight.
You finally said it. That's awesome.
76-54 win. They move to 21-5 overall. 7-1 in conference play. They will stay as the #1 team in the state. And coming up next, it's going to be another great game. And I can't wait to talk about it with you as your Wampus Cats. You've kind of alluded to it. Maybe playing above expectations through the first half of conference play, and be a big win if they could pick it up here tonight.
Man, oh man.
All right, we'll have the boys action coming up here in a bit on Conway Corp.
Sure. Interventional cardiology is a field of medicine where we deal with heart problems and problems in cardiac structure and function. Our most important job probably is stopping heart attacks. You know, when people show up acutely. Beyond that, we deal with all the complications of long-term heart disease. Several years ago, we started a screening program for athletes with the goal of preventing sudden cardiac death. You know, we all see, you know, somebody on TV every year who drops dead during a football game or basketball game, and there are certain things that we can screen for to try to prevent that. You know, identify those people early, fix problems that can be fixed, and you know, potentially keep athletes from having unnecessary, you know, bad outcomes. Receiving a cardiovascular diagnosis quite often does not mean the end of the career. It may mean some changes in particular sport they participate in. It may mean that they need certain medications or a little bit closer monitoring. But we do everything we can to make sure that there's some way for an athlete to continue to participate in something they enjoy. Well, the key is exercise. You know, ideally we want 30 minutes of some kind of high-intensity exercise 5 days a week. If, you know, studies show that there's actually up to a 30% reduction in mortality if they do that lifelong. The key is not to just be the greatest high school athlete and then fall apart after that, but we want to see a lifelong pattern of exercise. You know, my goal is always, you know, never to restrict anybody from doing anything they want, but to figure out how I can support keeping them in the activities that they like. Conway Regional is unique in that we've got a great mix of high-tech, you know, capabilities. We have unusual capabilities for a community hospital, you know, for a regional hospital of our size. But we still have a staff and really a culture that is hometown. You know, everybody who's working there is somebody's cousin or neighbor or goes to church with them. And so there's this sense of community that's really unusual compared to any institution I've ever been around. And when I have to send patients somewhere else, they always come back complaining that it's not like Conway Regional. Physical aspects of Conway Regional are night and day compared to when I first, you know, came here. We've had an incredible expansion of specialty care. There's very little in the heart realm that we can't take care of. Conway Regional's investment in technology and capabilities for the community so that you don't have to go somewhere else have really been amazing.
we're back live here at Buzz Bowling Arena, just a few minutes away from the tip for game number 2, our conference basketball doubleheader tonight. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside Tim Roach, and up next it's boys basketball action here on Conway Corp as the Wampus Cats play host to rival Cabot. And Tim, since we last saw your Wampus Cats 2 weeks ago, it's been kind of an up and down road a little bit. They took some lumps at home against Jonesboro 2 weeks ago. We've talked about the Southwest game getting postponed. And then, well, first off, they went to Bryant. I forgot about the Bryant, which that game was an absolute nail-biter in overtime. And
taking it down.
Your Wampus Cats, they did it, man. They did it on the road. So they finish conference play, the first half of conference play, at an even 3-3. So I've got to ask you, what were you thinking after that first run of conference play for your Wampus Cats to be right at 500?
Well, I'll tell you, from me, they exceeded expectations. There was a lot of unknowns coming in, turnover in talent, turnover with the head coach position, and a different kind of scheme. There's a lot of things there that you've got to get right. And it was a work in progress. You talked to Coach Adams, and he was always, just it's going to work, it's going to work, it's going to work. You started to see some elements of it. And I will tell you, man, beating Bryant at Bryant and taking care of North Little Rock here, those are 2 huge wins. So I'm super impressed with how they're playing.
And then this past Saturday, the Cats went to North Little Rock, a team they beat at home last month. They got down early. At one point, I think they were down by like 17 points.
They were.
In the first half. They closed it to 7 at halftime and then outscored North Little Rock 12-5 in the third quarter to tie it up heading into the fourth quarter. But the Cats ultimately couldn't close it out down the stretch and lost in literally the final seconds of the game.
Last second shot by North Little Rock. And some in typical Tim Roach fashion would tell you that there were some questionable things that happened there till the end of the ballgame. But listen, overall, though, you're in the ballgame to win it there at the end. And that at North Little Rock, that's tough to do.
At North Little Rock, Colin Thompson led the way with 21 points. Kennard Turner had 13, and Caleb Moody had 10. All right, tonight, it's rival Cabot. Panthers come in 4-3 in 6A Central play. The Wampus Cats are 3-4. And if your Wampus Cats want to climb up any higher in the conference seeding, that's going to have to start tonight with a win over Cabot. Currently, Conway is in the 5-seed position at 3-4, with Bryant in that 6th and final spot, 2-5 overall in conference play.
Yeah, and listen, there's a lot to go on in these last few weeks. I think they're going to get ready for another presentation. We're just informed that they're going to be doing a presentation. We have another Lady Cat hitting a milestone.
Is it Savannah Scott?
It is Savannah Scott.
All right.
How did you know that?
I just had a feeling.
You had a feeling? But yes, to your point, while we wait for that presentation, to your point, it is incumbent upon the Wampus Cats at this point to make things happen that maybe were earlier on you were like, man, there's just no chance. Now you're in a position to really do some kind of weird stuff. And so he's got the guys playing in a good spot. Now, the only thing tonight is we got a couple of guys who are down due to sickness, and that's going to be interesting.
All right, we'll take a look down at the court. So this happened on January 21st.
Yeah.
Savannah Scott.
She didn't know.
She hit a milestone of 1,000 career points for your Lady Cats, and she is soaking it in, as well you should, Savannah.
That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. See Nasha over there. Her mom is over there. Very proud of her baby girl.
Team excited for her as well. Savannah, after these final few games down the stretch and into March, she'll be heading to Auburn.
Felt like she had about 1,000 points tonight. She was rolling tonight.
And about 20 blocks as well. Goodness gracious. All right, starting lineups for the Cabot Panthers, 16-6 overall.
Can we talk about them just for a second real quick? I know they're going to do the lineups, but I'll tell you that this is a very talented team. They are, what are they? They are 4-3, but they are they've got shooters. They're well coached. They're very good defensively. They're going to be a problem on the, if you look at the perimeter kind of direction, they're going to be a trouble there. they're going to be a handful. This is if we win this ball game, it's a statement win for your Wampus Cats.
Well, they're sitting at 4-3, tied with North Little Rock in conference play, but Cabot has the head-to-head so far over North Little Rock, so they're really in that third spot.
Well, and they play. Their coach is not afraid. He's a good young coach, and Logan Bailey, and they play some tough tournaments, and he puts them in places to really try to improve during the off season.
Starters for Cabot: number 0, Grant Goddard, 6'3" junior forward; 5'11" junior guard, number 2, Jermaine Christopher; number 3, Gavin Hughes, and number 11, Brandon Bennett, and number 50, Jarrett Coleman. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starters for Conway. Caleb Moody's worked his way into that starting lineup, and he is staying there so far. 5'10" senior guard, 6'3" sophomore guard, number 10, Kennard Turner. 6'4" junior forward, number 13, Matthew Grimes. 6'1" senior guard, number 14, Colin Thompson. And rounding out the starters tonight, 6'7" senior center, number 23, Andrew McCrae.
Yeah, we're going to be missing a couple of folks. We mentioned that earlier. I think some sickness. I don't know exactly all the details, but I believe that's what it is. Boogie Carr.
In street clothes.
Yeah, in street clothes. And I think
Travion
Safford, is also in street clothes. They had a little illness run through the team, and so it's good actually to get it out of the way now. You don't want it late. And it gives a chance for a couple of guys to play like Andrew McCrae.
Conway 3-4, a game behind Cabot in the 6A Central standings. Currently in the 5th seed are your Wampus Cats. Great opportunity tonight to try and climb up higher. Kennard Turner gets the feed from Colin Thompson. Can't get it to go, but a second chance there, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I think everybody wanted to dunk it. The pass was just a little bit off, or he would have thrown that down. But had a great move to go back up for the rebound and draw the foul. Like it. Good play right out of the gate for the Wampus Cats.
Mentioned it in the pregame segment, but Kennard Turner, 13 points on the road Saturday at North Little Rock.
He is a seasoned sophomore, 6'3", can play guard, can play the wing spot, played a lot last year. He is a super talented sophomore.
And hits both free throws to give your Wampus Cats the first lead.
Conway opens up in the man. That's kind of their go-to, but they will switch here and there.
Hughes pull-up jumper and just nails it.
Yeah, they are very good in the perimeter. That was kind of a mid-range jumper, but they are handy with the shots from the outside.
Thompson swings it over to Moody. Moody, pull-up jumper just behind the free throw line. A little off the mark. Cabot pulling down the rebound. Christopher hands it off to Bennett. Now back over to Christopher. They're going to work around Goddard a little bit there. He'll pull it back out. They'll reset. Get it to the big guy Coleman. Back off to Bennett. Get the switch. McCrae ends up on him. Man, great passing here from Cabot as Christopher in the lane. Shot will not go. McCrae pulls it down.
Yeah, great defense. A little switching man there. Good. Almost.
Made me a little nervous too as Kennard Turner has the first 5 points of the game for Conway.
Yeah, Silky Smooth J there. Very fortunate to be across the half-court line. That was a little too close for comfort, but great pull-up. Good defense that time by Moose, denying the pass.
Feed it into Coleman. McCrae and Moose both working on him. Conway's going to end up with it. Colin Thompson had a hard time controlling the ball there. They slow things down. 5-2, Conway on top here in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, Cabot staying in the man defense here. Rotating out, screen at the free throw line.
Kennard Turner pulls it up, and he has started the game absolutely hot. 7 points.
Somebody get on Kennard Turner.
Or don't.
That's what their coach was saying, by the way. Somebody pick up 10.
Coleman
Good denial defense there.
turns to the basket. Little spin move.
That's a
and
good move.
real soft hands from the big guy.
That's a real good move. Defense can't say much about that from McCray. It was actually really good defense. Just a really nice move by the big guy.
Moody gets in the lane, trying to kick it back out to McCray, who was also crashing down.
Yeah, just working a little too fast there. The communication was a little off, and you're going to see a little bit of that. McCray has gotten a lot of time, but not a normal starter. Sometimes the chemistry takes a little bit.
Feed it into Coleman again. Another spin move from the big guy.
That was good defense by Caleb Moody to come to backside pressure.
Kennard Turner picks up his dribble.
It'll help. It'll help.
Gets it over to Moose. Give it back to Kennard. Out to Moody to reset.
Yeah. They were kind of in a bad spot there, so good call by Coach Adams to reset. They are jumping out on Kennard now.
Colin Thompson, deep three.
Good
Won't
looking
go.
shot.
Goddard pulls it down.
That's a good looking shot. Colin can hit that. As we know, he's a really good three-point shooter.
On the other end, Hughes makes a strong move to the lane, cuts the lead down to 1.
Yeah, it's a really good shot by Muse. Ooh, that looked pure from the get-go. That's a heat check moment by Kennard.
Kennard, it's like, I got the hot hand. Let me continue to ride this.
I was wondering when RJ was going to come in. Here comes RJ in for Moose.
Coleman checks out for Cabot as well as Bennett. It's Christopher Leaks, big 6'5" senior center in the game now for Cabot.
Football player.
He looks like it.
Yeah.
Conway fighting for the rebound. R.J. Patton going to end up with it. In transition, Kennard Turner over to Thompson. Back out to Turner.
Little weave offense there. I love RJ in this penetration move. They're going to call the charge on him. Lowered his shoulder. That's a good call. But that I love that move though. I mean, this RJ can really do it off the dribble for a big guy at the high school level. Has a great finish inside the lane. So he was doing the right thing. Just a little too much contact going in. That's a foul. Yeah.
Christopher drawing contact on the other end. That'll be on Caleb Moody, his first.
Moose coming back in after the free throw attempt.
Jermaine Christopher ties it up.
This Cabot crew, very good at shooting three. They have a guy that is not playing right now. His name is Austin King, number 4. When he comes in, you'll tell by the curly locks. He is absolutely a bucket out there. So we'll have to, over a back. Couldn't finish.
No damage done there, luckily for your Wampus Cats. They try to feed it up court to Moose, and it's knocked away by Goddard.
Wow. Leaks is a big individual. Oof. Nope. Oh, that is great feed by Moose.
This first quarter just flying by.
Wow, no kidding.
3:12 to go. Swing it over to Kennard Turner.
Staying in
Hands
that
off
man.
to Thompson for 3. Colin knocks it down.
Yeah, good swing off of the, really was not even a screen, just kind of came open. Lost his man. Give him some space. Colin's going to hit that. Ooh, almost a steal by RJ.
Hand it off to Hall. Hall picks up his dribble. Colin Thompson just all over him. They get it into Leaks. Leaks shot too hard, and Moody with the rebound.
Yeah, good job by Moody. Just create a little contact down there. Force it to be uncomfortable.
Colin Thompson quickly pulling up again. It won't go.
That's okay. A little heat check. He's open 3. You got to like it.
Hughes over to Leaks. Back over to Christopher. Christopher going to kick it out to Goddard for the open three. It's off the mark. Conway fighting for the rebound. Caleb Moody ends up with it, trying to feed it to R.J. Patton. It's knocked out of bounds by Cabot. Coach Marcus Adams getting them hyped up. Jaden Robinson checking in. Haven't had a lot of opportunities to see the senior, but glad to see him on the floor right now.
Absolutely. Haven't seen Smiley yet. Probably will see him later.
Well, it's part of the issue with being a little short-handed.
Yeah, Moose has got to make that.
Well-defended three, had a hand in his face.
He can make the three. Good defense there by Moose. Again, great defense by Moose there. Off the ball defense at the edge of the lane twice there on that one possession. Great job by Grimes.
Stuck on 10-7 for a little bit here. If you have your Super Bowl first quarter board,
you're
got 0-7. You're
looking
doing
good. Yeah.
Hopefully it won't stay there much longer. Turner trying to penetrate, kick it out to Moody. Moody for three. Moody just sinks it. I love how anytime Conway scores, Coach Adams just looks so upset that they're not getting back quickly.
He's so intense, man.
It really just
that's nice.
Makes me happy. Defensive still here. Moody going end to end. Can't get the layup. They're going to call contact. No, it's going to be against Conway.
Yeah, going to call it on Kennard. But I will tell you, there's contact on Moody there that needs to go up a little bit more into the defender rather than away from the defender. But I will tell you as well, Moody has had a great defensive first quarter. He's done a lot of things off the ball to create some havoc, and really nice job. And overall,
just throws it away as him and Muse were a little out of sync. Coach Logan Bailey upset's going to get Jermaine Christopher back on the floor.
Yeah, I was just saying, 7 points for, 13 for Conway is not a great number, but 7 for Cabot at this point with 52 seconds left. That's a really good defensive effort by your Wampus Cats.
Colin Thompson checking back in. 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Conway with a 6-point lead. Turner hit the first 7 points of the game for your Wampus Cats. Been a little quiet since. Thompson, quick pull-up three again, a little short.
It's a good look, though. I like that look. Just got to knock it down.
Shot clock is off.
Cabot content to really kind of play this one out potentially.
It's Robinson on Christopher. They switch there. Patton here on Muse. It's stolen away by Colin Thompson. 1 second, gets the shot off in time, and he hits it at the buzzer. 15-7 as Thompson extends the lead to 8 as time expires here in the first. Back in 30 seconds here on Conway Corp.
We so often anecdotally get from our customers, hey, we've come to your store and it just feels different. And they really have a hard time explaining why that is, what that is, how they feel that way. But I think our customers need to come experience for themselves and understand why Caldwell Cares means something here and why it feels different here and why we're here to help you buy a car, not to sell you a car. And that's kind of our approach.
Some big excitement as we closed out the first quarter.
Well, that's got to be a difficult thing. By the way, he's watching the clock. He got the ball with about 4 or 5 seconds left. Made his way all the way inside the three-point line and got it off just in time with a floater. Nice.
It's amazing how quickly they can get down the floor. Because I thought, even with that amount of time, I thought, oh, man, he's not going to have time to get that close and get the shot off.
No, I was thinking pulling up somewhere from the cat's ears or whiskers. He was well inside the three-point line with a nice floater, nothing but net. Great job, Colin.
Wampus Cats hit 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Kennard Turner with 7 points and Colin Thompson with 5 as we start the second quarter. Conway up 15-7. They feed it into Coleman, almost stolen away. Coleman somehow ended up with it. Gets his own rebound, misses the second attempt. Third time's a charm for Coleman.
That's just the biggest guy in the room making a play right there. Good job by him to finish finally, but really good defense, I thought. They're going to call a charge again. You got to keep that elbow from going out.
Second one on Patton.
That's 2 fouls. Got to get him out of the game now. But that's unfortunate because that's what he does so well is drive the lane. That'll get cleaned up. Brings in Moody.
Moody back in. Moody had a 3 in the first quarter. Kick it out to Hall. Quick 3 up and good. And just like that, Cabot closes within 3.
Yeah, they are a 3 machine waiting to happen. You just got to keep that defensive pressure on. That was a little bit of a lapse. He got a good, clean look.
Quick decision there from Moose off the mark. Feed it down to Coleman. Coleman skips it over to Hall. Now Muse getting in the lane.
Charge. Oh, no.
Call a defensive foul against Caleb Moody. Conway lucky the shot didn't go.
Wow, that's an unfortunate block there. I really thought the charge, he had the position there. Muse was going straight to the basket.
He'll shoot 2. First one's off the mark.
My son Nash and Jack would both say the ball doesn't lie at this point. But he needs to miss both for that to actually be the case.
Well, there's time. And he does.
Ball doesn't lie.
Ball don't lie.
Thank you, Nash. Thank you, Jack.
Nice rebound there from Turner, and your Wampus Cats chance to get that lead back out again. Thompson gets in the lane. What a move. Can't finish at the rim, but beautiful move from the senior.
Listen, you can't deny the move, though. I mean, that is a really, really good move. Just got to finish a little bit. Got a mismatch down low. There we go, Moose. Got to switch.
Feed it into Coleman. Moose trying to muscle up on the big guy.
Good defense.
Hall in and out. Whew.
These guys can really rain the threes, man.
Well, they did it a month ago when we were at Cabot. It's demoralizing. Colin Thompson gets a nice look. Big rebound, Moose. Gonna kick it back out. Conway will. Well, no, Caleb Moody's just gonna force the issue, and he does. Thought he was gonna reset it.
Yeah, no, he saw a little space there. He actually did. He got tripped up a little bit and created a little bit of contact. And so get a chance to go to the line and make this more than a one-position game. Really, we're sitting on 15 to start, I think. That's the first point of the quarter.
Yeah, first point for your Wampus Cats, almost 2 minutes in.
Really, for a game like this, you're not going to be able to go through the stretches. Now, you've been playing some great defense, so you're helping yourself out there. Good job of knocking down both free throws. That's excellent.
Lead back out to 5. Coleman, they get it down to him. Can't control the pass. Thompson on the backside takes it away. And our Turner pull-up jumper.
That was going down the first part of the game. A little quick maybe on the trigger.
Get it down to Coleman quickly again. Moose. Nice defense, but a nice finish there from Coleman.
Yeah, good defense there. You can't deny. You can't fault Moose there. He was doing all he could do there. Bigger guy making a play.
Kick out to Moose on the other end. They're going to call Kennard Turner this time for the offensive foul. That's now 3 offensive charges against your Wampus Cats here in the first half.
Wow.
Coach Marcus Adams wants a timeout. 17-14, Conway on top, 5:25 to play here in the first half. We'll take it with them back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell, member of the Smith Ford family. Come to Smith Ford and get any Ford vehicle designed by you and built for you. Our experienced staff can help you custom order an F-150, Bronco Sport, or the all-new Ford Maverick. Smith Ford, providing affordable Fords for over 100 years.
Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway, exit 127 off I-40.
Well, things have tightened up a little bit here in the second quarter. Kind of knew it would, but
It was, well, I mean, great defensive effort, though. I mean, you got to give the Wampus Cats some credit there. 7 points in the first quarter. They came out and kind of lit it up in the start of the second. You kind of figured that was coming.
Cabot's outscored Conway 7-2 so far here in the second quarter. And Brandon Hall has been part of that. Shot doesn't go there, thankfully, for the Wampus Cats.
I mean, that's a dangerous game to play, to just totally depend upon the three. Now they've got a good low presence with Jarrett Coleman, who's made some good moves at the basket. We've shown, though, that we've played some good defense on the backside pressure on him, so it's not an easy basket for him.
Kennard Turner from the free throw line sinks it. So after hitting the first 7 points of the game, he gets his first 2 here of the second quarter. 2014, Conway on top. Coleman, it's a move towards the basket, kick it out to Christopher. Swing it around, Muse for the open 3, and he knocks it down.
Yeah, and he stuck his leg out there, and that you can call that as an offensive foul, and they didn't do it, but he definitely was trying to create contact there. So Coach Adams rightfully so, but good shot.
Here at the midway point, McCray pull-up jumper. It's nice rhythm to it, but does not go. Hall kicks it over to Muse. Muse cannot get his second 3 in a row, but cleanup job there from Goddard, and Cabot pulls within 1.
Yeah, that was just kind of a trash basket there, just at right place, right time. But they've gotten the message to take the threes when they're there, and so
Conway wants a timeout, and he will take it as well. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway.
Our award-winning team, led by board-certified interventional cardiologists and emergency physicians, delivers one of the state's best door-to-balloon times for emergency heart care when you need it most.
So when you are facing a heart emergency, trust the care you will find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Live tonight in Conway. Conway playing host to rival Cabot.
yeah, it's a big game. You got some of the usual players in the student section down there. I see Preston Brock and Hayden Racher and Wade Simpson down there, who I think signed to play with OBU.
Yeah.
He and Boogie.
Boogie on the bench tonight, dealing with some illness, but yeah, he and Boogie both, and then also Aaron Smith.
Aaron Smith going to Arkansas. My man.
So 3 signings for your football Wampus Cats.
Everybody knows what my feelings about how the way Boogie plays and about Wade plays. And I didn't really talk a lot about Aaron Smith this year, but man, that guy, if you were to go back and watch our broadcasts and watch him, just watch Aaron Smith, he is an elite level tackle. I mean, he's just incredible. Can't wait to see what he does up at Fayetteville.
It was a big week for signings. Olivia Wiedauer signed.
Yeah, volleyball.
Kayla, I forgot her last name.
It's not she. She signed with. I'm trying to remember who she signed with.
Or no, Olivia and Kayla were named to the All-Star team.
All-Star team.
But Olivia did sign this week, as well as Will Childers signing a soccer scholarship. So a lot of big things happening for Wampus Cats, and Not a big thing happening for basketball Wampus Cats
lost
there.
track. And Coach Adams, all he did was point at the clock. So, well, you knew it going in. Just worked a little. Sometimes it's you lose track, and that's what happened there. Man.
Backdoor alley-oop to Gavin Hughes, and Hughes barely dunks it in.
Yeah, good play, though. I mean, that's just a great play.
Cabot, first lead of the night.
They're staying in the man. That's a good curl.
Colin Thompson trying to answer back, and he cannot. Quick feed up, and Kennard Turner trying to close in. The call for the foul on Goddard keeps him from getting an easy bucket.
Yeah, and I think it's a good call on the foul, but unfortunately that's his third. Now that's 17 fouls on Wampus Cats. How many do you think Cabot has?
Well, I know because I looked, but
if you guessed 0, you'd only be off by 2.
Well, Conway getting a little bit of a break here as Goddard unable to make the first. And got Moose and Robinson checking in. I should probably say Moose's real name occasionally.
Yeah, Matthew.
Grimes.
Yeah, Matthew. David might appreciate it, but although it's what happens when the son gets nicknamed Moose, it's just too easy to call.
You get a break with him missing both free throws, but then you don't get the rebound. And the Cabot makes him pay. Christopher Leaks this time.
Really active on the board there.
That's his first 2 points of the night.
Cabot on a bit of a run now, up 4. Wampus Cats have only scored 4 points in the quarter. Kind of the reverse quarters.
Caleb Moody pulls up for 3. It's short.
Haven't really had a really good looking shot in the last 3 or 4 series.
Bennett kicks it out. Goddard
looking for the 3.
Dishes it out again. Goddard will get called for the offensive foul. Caleb Moody got good position.
Finally got one of those to go. They had a wide open 3 after the dish, but unfortunately penetrated a little too deep. Good defensive position there set up.
1:37 to play here in the first half, or second quarter. Either way you want to say that.
Yeah, it's first half. That's right.
I've just been amazed at how quickly this game has gone in comparison to the Lady Cats game.
Man, we really need a bucket. Man, that's just so unfortunate. The last 4 or 5 trips.
And it's been a lot of quick possessions too.
Yeah. Hasn't been necessarily the best shot in the range there.
4-point lead for Cabot. Conway still stuck on 4 points scored here in the second quarter. Gavin Hughes extends it to 6.
Yeah, got some really talented guys that can shoot the basketball if they get space. That's what happens.
Colin Thompson just making some work happen on the other end, just blowing past some people, draws the contact, almost got the shot to fall. They'll have a chance to cut the lead down to 4 with 2 free throws here.
Yeah, called that on Chris Leak, the biggest guy on the floor.
He hasn't been wearing that sleeve all season, has he?
Who's that?
Yeah, Colin.
No, not that I'm aware of, no.
Talking about the sleeve on his left arm there.
Is that the first free throw we've missed? Pretty close. Shot the ball pretty well. We haven't had that many attempts, to be honest.
Yeah, we were 4 for 4.
All right.
Still have only missed 1.
Yeah, 5 out of 6 is not too bad. Just haven't been to the line that much.
See if the Conway defense can stand up, and an unforced error by Jermaine Christopher is a nice break potentially here for Conway.
So they had taken that out to a 7-point lead. Or a 6-point lead, and now we're down to 5, and a chance to cut it to 2 or 3 with under a minute to go. Good time here.
Moose making a move to the basket.
Nice.
And nice little touch shot there. Cuts it down to 3.
Good, solid move to the basket there by Moose. Good
Hall's cut
defense
off.
there, yeah.
Back to Muse, Hall again. Kick it out to Muse for another 3-point attempt. Won't go. Wampus Cats had 2 Wampus Cats. Wow.
Oh, no. He was over his back.
Brandon Hall, yeah, coming in from behind, and they're going to say contact on your Wampus Cats. That's going to send. I thought it was going to be a 1. Yeah, it's going to be a 1-and-1.
That is a really weird call. I'm not sure how you get a push when you're over the back, but okay.
And it wasn't. I mean, there were 2 Wampus Cats there with position, and
that's a weird call.
It's a tough break. But luckily, no damage done. 15 seconds. One last chance here for Conway.
Gonna hold for the last shot.
Down to 5. Moody taking it all the way in, tries to go up and under. Shot won't go. And Cabot will not try to throw anything up, so it's going to be a 3-point ball game as we head into halftime. Conway, great first quarter, slowed down in the second quarter, and Cabot kind of storms back. They've got a 3-point lead as we
Good half.
go to the half.
It's a good half, though. Down 3 at half. Okay. Still in the ball game.
We're going to hold it here as pretty sure that we're going to have the dance team.
You said that last time.
Well, I was told by good sources that we would have a dance performance at halftime of both games, but maybe not all the dance team was here yet.
Yeah, who knows? You're calling them being late? Is that what you're doing?
I'm just trying to guess at why
call out the dance
the information
team.
wasn't accurate.
Don't call out the dance team.
Here we go. Well, one lady cat kicked so hard, just kicked her shoe or whatever that is, just kicked it right off.
Yeah, is it technically a shoe?
I'm telling you, technically, if I tried to lift either leg like that,
it's not the shoe that would come off. It'd be your leg.
Yeah, my life.
Your leg would.
My life would come off. It'd be over. All right, love it. Great performance there at the half, and hopefully a better performance in the third quarter when we come back for your Wampus Cats.
They're playing hard, man. They're playing hard.
Trailing by 3, 25-22. Have the second half of action here in a bit on Conway Corp.
Sure. Interventional cardiology is a field of medicine where we deal with heart problems and problems in cardiac structure and function. Our most important job probably is stopping heart attacks. When people show up acutely. Beyond that, we deal with all the complications of long-term heart disease. Several years ago, we started a screening program for athletes with the goal of preventing sudden cardiac death. We all see somebody on TV every year who drops dead during a football game or basketball game, and there are certain things that we can screen for to try to prevent that. Identify those people early, fix problems that can be fixed, and potentially keep athletes from having unnecessary bad outcomes. Receiving a cardiovascular diagnosis quite often does not mean the end of the career. It may mean some changes in particular sport they participate in. It may mean that they need certain medications or a little bit closer monitoring, but we do everything we can to make sure that there's some way for an athlete to continue to participate in something they enjoy. Well, the key is exercise. Ideally, we want 30 minutes of some kind of high-intensity exercise 5 days a week. If studies show that there's actually up to a 30% reduction in mortality if they do that lifelong. The key is not to just be the greatest high school athlete and then fall apart after that, but we want to see a lifelong pattern of exercise. My goal is always, never to restrict anybody from doing anything they want, but to figure out how I can support keeping them in the activities that they like. Conway Regional is unique in that we've got a great mix of high-tech, capabilities. Unusually, we have unusual capabilities for a community hospital, for a regional hospital of our size. But we still have a staff and really a culture that is hometown. Everybody who's working there is somebody's cousin or neighbor or goes to church with them. And so there's this sense of community that's really unusual compared to any institution I've ever been around. And when I have to send patients somewhere else, they always come back complaining that it's not like Conway Regional. Physical aspects of Conway Regional are night and day compared to when I first came here. We've had an incredible expansion of specialty care. There's very little in the heart realm that we can't take care of. Conway Regional's investment in technology and capabilities for the community so that you don't have to go somewhere else have really been amazing.
Back live here at the half, just under 3 minutes remaining here at halftime, and
everything going by fast tonight.
It's flying. I mean, it's 8:19. if you're watching this recording, I mean, this first half flew by for the boys, especially that first quarter.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great second quarter for your Wampus Cats. They held Cabot to just 7 points in the first quarter, and then Cabot returned the favor in the second quarter as Conway was held to 7 points. Got outscored 18-7 in that second quarter, and it's a 3-point lead for Cabot at the break.
Well, you could really tell the intensity changed there in the second quarter, and the Wampus Cats did not respond as aggressively as Cabot did to the first quarter. Now, it's not from the lack of intensity from the coaching staff or from the players themselves. They just didn't match it on the court when they went into their offense.
Well, another challenge is that your Wampus Cats hit 3 threes in the first quarter, feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Had that shot going. They're still at three-pointers made.
Had a couple of good looks. I mean, you'd be okay. Well, it's just sometimes the three doesn't fall if you don't have any really good looks. But they had 2 or 3 that were pretty wide open looks and just didn't get them. But on the flip side, Cabot hit a couple of threes and found some room down low. I think that Coleman had the big guy in the middle had better effort in the second quarter, made some things happen where he was shut down pretty much in the first quarter. Really started making some room down low. This is where, by the way, in that second quarter, not to make excuses at all, but this is where some of the depth issues would come into play. You got Boogie Carr not able to play. You have Safford, big guy, not able to play as well, and so that's going to play into this just a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. It's not a great time to be shorthanded.
Yeah, no, but I mean, to be fair, Cabot is without one of their main guns. I was noticing, we were talking about it before. I was wondering where Austin King was, who's one of their sharpshooters, and he is on the bench in his warm-up gear, but looks like looks like a lower leg or knee injury that he's having to deal with. So probably not going to see him. We would have already seen him if he was going to play.
Your Wampus Cats 3-4 in conference play heading into tonight. You've got Cabot at 4-3, North Little Rock also at 4-3, and Cabot with the head-to-head advantage over North Little Rock in their one matchup so far this season. So Wampus Cats coming into tonight as a 5 seed. I was seeing the courtside Cats up on the monitor. Come into tonight as a 5 seed.
Right.
I mean, if you can find a way to win tonight and what you have ahead of you the rest of the way, you could easily pull into that 4 spot, but you could also easily drop to the 6. And as we know, when you get to the playoffs, it's all about matchups.
Oh, I know. Well, and what you want really out of the Wampus Cats really is to be playing their best ball here at the end of the year. And I really think the second quarter, a little bit of a side there, have been playing so hard and so tough. Sometimes the shots just don't fall for you. That's what happened in the second period.
Starting 5 back on the floor as we start the second half. Kennard Turner, three Cabot Panthers crashing down on him as he headed towards the basket.
That's a strategy.
Moose getting in the lane, finds an open Caleb Moody for the easy bucket.
Very patient on the offensive end there. Moose found his way into the top of the key. Wide open Caleb Moody.
Feed it quickly down to Coleman, making a move against McCray. Does not get the shot to go, and then Goddard coming in from behind.
That's on him.
They do get the call there on Goddard.
Yeah, that one was the right angle. That was the one we had previously that didn't go our way.
That's his third.
Wow. Let's see.
Cabot going to get Trip Dyer in to spell Goddard. They were trying to get him in quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't like the call, but that is what it is. Hey, I love it when coaches don't like the calls. I feel so much like a...
It's not the only Cabot coach that didn't like some calls
apparently.
tonight. 1 point game, Cabot with the lead.
Wow.
And Colin Thompson not looking for that pass from Moose. And Coleman, big guy, running the floor on the opposite end.
Yeah, not a lot you could do there. Good decision not to foul there. Just let him go up and get it. That would have been a cheap and one.
Thompson trying to work it there, and Kennard Turner going to pull up for 3. Another quick 3-point attempt, and Wampus Cats remain cold from deep. Feed down into Christopher, gets the bucket, and they're going to call the foul on Colin Thompson, and he is on the floor. I think he might have taken a shot to the head.
Yeah, and that's impossible.
Medical staff out quickly. Coach Marcus Adams out there as well. Colin grabbing the head immediately. We'll continue to check out the senior. 5-point lead now for Cabot as they count the bucket. We have a chance to extend it even more when we come back from this injury break. Just hold it right here and continue to talk about the importance of this game for both teams, honestly.
Yeah, I mean they're both working hard for a victory. I mean this is in that good to see Colin getting up. I'm sure he'll make his way to the locker room. This is one of those games that counts so much in that whole muddled middle there that you were talking about.
Because you got Jonesboro and Central kind of at the top, both with one loss each. Interestingly, Jonesboro has beaten Central. I don't remember who Jonesboro's loss was to, but they haven't beat each other.
Yeah, no.
Colton Thompson gonna
take in for a C. Yeah, he's got 2 fouls, so gonna really. So that takes away a 3-point. I mean, that's offense that we're gonna miss there with Colin. So you have to find it someplace else. But RJ can do that though. He can drive. Has a great lane presence.
Lead stays at 5 for Cabot after the missed free throw. Patton pull up in the lane.
Right there.
Sinks it. Nostratimus, as we call it.
That's exactly what he should be doing. What he did earlier in the game where he picked up 2 charging calls was extending that arm into the lane. That time he just floated up, made the nice J. Walk.
Hughes wisely was able to get a look at the basket.
Yeah, but he got away with a walk there. That's unfortunate. But the basketball gods saw fit to give us the basketball.
Kennard Turner, that right elbow won't go. Christopher getting in the paint, drawing contact again. Another block call on Caleb Moody. That's going to be his 3rd.
Wow, I mean that's the exact same play, exact same player.
Caleb Moody trying to plead his case.
I mean, what is going on? Well, I mean, in today's basketball world, that's a charge more times than it is not, and both times Christopher's had the advantage of getting the charge called. Now, I will say they were pretty low underneath the basket, so that may be part of it. It's not extended out onto the floor, and that may be what he was telling him. But he's definitely creating the contact.
Christopher hits the first. He hits the second. Conway still just trying to chip away, but lead remains at 5. Down to Kennard Turner.
That's a foul.
Or excuse me, that was RJ Patton.
RJ Patton, and that's a foul. Conway staying in their man. Watch for the dribble penetration here. There you go.
Feeds it to Dyer. Tried to kick it out to Christopher. Stolen away by Patton. Patton drawing contact all the way down the floor. Moose working the baseline, trying to find McCray. Kennard Turner's going to chase it down.
Good hustle there by Kennard. Reset on the offense.
17 seconds on the shot clock.
That's a foul.
Working the middle again. A lot of contact. No call. Force it up to Christopher. Working around Dyer. And that's blocked by Kennard Turner on the backside.
He's had enough. He's had enough.
Swatted away. Grant Goddard checking back in. Trip Dyer will take a seat.
Yeah, 3 fouls. He's going to take a little bit of a risk here, but probably worth it. Got a chance to extend the lead here from 5 and get out there a little bit.
Find Christopher. Down on the baseline, the 3 won't go, and McCray working hard down there against Coleman. And we're just not sure what the calls are here. But
wow, that is, I mean, he got the inside spot on him. It's just Van Tim would take over here.
It's not the first time that's happened tonight is the real issue. Muse's three is pure. And Conway just not getting any breaks right now.
Yeah, you're going to have to create your own here.
Moody trying to feed it over to McCray, stolen away, and Cabot in transition. Christopher all the way end to end, count the bucket. Things just going from bad to worse for your Wampus Cats.
I mean, I'm not even sure what the call is there.
Lead extends to 10. Christopher Leaks checks in for Cabot. Spells Coleman, and also Jaden Robinson checking in for your Wampus Cats, as well as Xavion Smiley.
Yeah, getting some wholesale changes here, trying to change it up just a little bit. Nothing going right for the Wampus Cats at this point. Gone from bad to worse here in the course of 2 minutes.
Still no sight of Colin Thompson. May not expect to see him again. Christopher hits the free throw. Lead up to 11 now as things have just ballooned.
Cabot's gone into his zone. Expect to see this a lot on the Wampus Cats because of the lack of real shooting presence on the perimeter.
Smiley will inbound. Smiley, 5'10" sophomore. Cabot staying in the zone.
Yeah, with Chris Leaks in the middle spot there, that's going to be tough to penetrate on that.
Jaden Robinson, quick three, will not fall. .310 to play here in the third. Muse up and under. Makes it 13 now for Cabot.
Yeah, not a lot you can do there. Good drive by Gavin. Well, when Kennard went out, it just kind of changed the whole. Wow.
Matthew Grimes' three-point attempt in and out. Conway able to chase down a rebound, and Andrew McCray, he'll go to the free throw line now.
Shocker. There's a foul on Cabot. Nice. All right, so you had Cullen go out. Kennard sits with 4 fouls. You're down Boogie Carr, you're down Sabre. I mean, it's just really kind of a snowball effect.
And Caleb Moody about to check back in. I think he had 3. Okay, can't hit the first. RJ Patton going to come out. And RJ Patton is leaving the bench.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there.
Now, like most of the players have left the bench. I don't know what is going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't mean to be distracted, but
yeah, it's a
little odd.
Yeah. Lots of folks in the locker room at this point.
Lead still at 13 for Cabot, 2:20 to go. Matthew Grimes going to dish it out to Xavion Smiley for 3.
Had a good look.
Muse finds Christopher down on the baseline. Christopher going to kick it back out to Muse. And he's going to get in the lane.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. How in the world lowered his shoulder?
Yeah, flying through out of control and still gets the call.
That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I mean, I'm sorry. I hate to harp on it, but that's an absolute charge. Lowered his shoulder coming into the lane. I cannot believe that call.
Muse hits the first. Wampus Cats have only managed 4 points this third quarter.
Yeah, they haven't helped themselves at all, for sure. But boy, it's all going wrong now.
It's just been a dry spell, to say the least, but Caleb Moody putting an end to that. He's got 9. Hughes got away with one there, but Smiley there to steal it away. He's going to pull it back out.
Good decision there. Right into the teeth of the defense.
Moody somehow gets it over to Grimes, and Grimes drawing contact.
Good decision that time to drive to the baseline. That's only the 3rd team foul on Cabot. And you can't play with 6, so they've decided to play with 5.
I mean, you're trying to find any advantage you can. Nice feed to McCray from Grimes, and a great finish by McCray.
That was really nice.
His first 2 points of the night. Cuts the lead down to 10, and a turnover here. Logan Bailey wants a timeout. 1:05 to play here in the third. Conway trying to cut deeper into this lead. We'll take 30 seconds too and be back with more here on Conway Corp.
Transform your internet experience with Conway Corp Managed Wi-Fi, powered by Plume. Full strength, uninterrupted Wi-Fi everywhere in your home. Multiple devices, maximum streaming and uploading. Installed by our experts for peak performance. Buffering, over. Dead spots, gone. Easy controls manage your smart devices. And advanced security keeps it all safe. It's the smarter way to Wi-Fi. Conway Corp Managed Wi-Fi. Upgrade now.
1:05 on the clock here in the third quarter. It'll be Conway's ball as we come out of the break, and they've got it back down to 10.
Yeah.
Chance to try and get it into single digits as we head closer to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we're going to need some things to go our way besides just a little small chip here and there. And again, these guys play hard the entire time. That's a mark of a Coach Adams team. Just got to get some shots to fall and get a few breaks.
Moose Grimes pulling up for 3, and it finally falls for Moose. Couldn't come at a more opportune time.
Nice shot by Moose there, squared to the basket. Left him alone.
Quick basket for Coleman on the other end as they break through the press. Get the lead back to 9.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate break there. Just somebody lost their responsibility.
Moody making his move. Kicks it over to Smiley. Grimes with it now. Give it back to Moody. Feed it to McCray.
Get in there.
Draws the contact. Can't get the shot to go, but nice give and go back to McCray. He's got 2 points, which came earlier in this quarter.
I like some of the passing that's going on down in the lane in the offense there. The cuts to the basket from the interior part of the lane rather than – a lot of times you'll see those cuts happen on the baseline, but we're making really good cuts, passes from the baseline into the middle of the lane. It's really nice to see.
McCray hits the first. McCray hits them both. 4 points now for the senior. Back down to 7. 10 seconds to play. Christopher kicking it out to Muse. Back to Christopher. Open 3. It's way short. Conway won't get the shot off, but they cut the lead down to 7
Good
with
close.
a nice run to close here.
Yeah, good close.
All right, back with the fourth quarter after this 30-second break on Conway Corp.
It began in 1997 with one goal, community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now, we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility, ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere, and now community is here.
Well, your Wampus Cats, with only less than 2 minutes to play in the third quarter, they'd only score 4 points.
Yeah.
They go on a little run here, end up with 13 points. As we head into the final quarter, they cut that lead down to 7.
Yeah, and they're having to do it all on their own. Again, it's not the home court advantage has not really shown any kind of effect here at all. They got the students are doing their part, fans doing their part, the fans are doing their part. Just got to get everybody. That only leaves, other than the Wampus Cats, that only leaves one other set of players, and I need them to get involved in the right way. So we've got to hit some shots just like we did there at the end there. Stay in the ball game. Don't let them dribble, penetrate, and then kick. They're gonna look for some good wide open threes here.
Kennard Turner still on the bench as we begin this final quarter here. Conway has moved into a zone. Gavin Muse breaks it quickly.
Yeah, it's that dribble, penetrate. He got it caught in the corner, found his way out, and dished for the wide open three.
Matthew Grimes over to Cray, back out to Smiley. They'll reset here. Jaden Robinson trying to sneak one in down to McCray, and Cabot defender kicked the ball.
Yeah. Caught a break there. 15 seconds to shoot.
Robinson will inbound as the officials.
Yeah, they're looking at the clock. When you kick the ball, I don't know in high school ball if they reset to 35. In college ball, they don't reset.
It looks like they will not here.
They don't reset here either.
Robinson inbounds to Grimes. Hands off to Robinson. 13 left on the shot clock. Robinson for three. A little long.
Yeah. Look, may see Kennard getting the ball game here pretty soon.
Yep.
Well, that's on the line.
Kennard Turner is up, in fact, and he is entering the game.
Yeah, need some offense. I mean, you're within, it's back to 10 now, but you are still in striking range. You're going to have some offense and 4 fouls. Kennard's just going to play smart on defense. Watch the penetrations, don't charge.
Caleb Moody found a little seam and takes it all the way in. Cuts it back down to 8.
Press here at the stripe.
Trying to get around Conway defenders. They knock it out of bounds. They're trying to find Muse again, which scary.
Yeah, but that ball was not going to get there. They got bailed out by us getting a little bit of a piece of the ball. That ball was going out of bounds.
Gavin Muse with 20 points tonight for Cabot. What are we trying to?
What is the checking the garments again.
Use his shot. Won't go, thankfully. Kennard Turner trying to get in the paint. Ball loses control of the ball, and they'll say it was out on him.
Yeah, got to slow down just a little bit, trying to make too much happen there. It's okay, he'll learn. Good close down defense there. Got to make sure you're guarding the perimeter without letting Coleman get loose in the middle.
Bennett was looking to get it down there to Coleman.
We've gone into a zone here, it looks like.
Still trying to do that.
2-3 zone. Cut off, good. Now.
Bennett in the lane, feed to Coleman. Nice touch again from Coleman. He's got 12.
Yeah, that's a good pass from the baseline. They worked the clock all the way down. Good defense by your Wampus Cats, and then they just found the smallest of seams.
Deep three for Moose is good. His second three of the game.
Nice, good stroke there by Moose.
Trading a 3 for a 2. And it's stolen by Robinson. Feed over to Kennard Turner. Kennard going up strong, draws the contact, can't get the bucket, but he'll go to the line for 2. Turner, 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, good move, good finish. Just couldn't get it to go. Stayed with it and actually made the follow-up, but didn't count. These will be critical.
First attempt, no good. And he does hit the second, cuts it down to 6. 5:29 to play.
Pressing here. Got to go over the top. Ooh, almost.
Over to Coleman. They just keep finding ways to break through this.
Yeah, they've got to get a better handle on Coleman.
Moody over to McCray. McCray going in strong, draws the contact from Coleman. That'll just be his second.
16 foul on Cabot, though, so both teams now will be in the bonus. We're not in a position necessarily to match them basket for basket. We need to be able to get a stop. Now this press, they've beaten it a couple of times now. I don't know if they'll change that up, but it's been Coleman of all people that's done it.
Craig goes 1 for 2. Brings the lead back to 7 again. Trying to get the trap on Christopher. He's over to Christopher again.
Staying in the zone. Trying to cover up Coleman and stay on the shooters outside. Force them to dribble penetrate.
Bennett trying to work around Grimes. They kick it out to Christopher on the other side. He gets in the lane. He's got 10 now.
Yeah. That's just a good offensive play by Cabot.
Moose open for 3. Good look, just not falling this time. He's had 2 here in the second half. Trying to feed it down to Bennett, and Robinson trying to get in front. Just got a little bit of the body there too.
Yeah, he made a good reach in there. Now it's a 1-and-1 now.
Cabot in the bonus. Conway will be in the bonus with the next Cabot foul.
Yeah, they don't have really anybody other than Goddard who is in foul trouble. We have several.
Kennard Turner playing with 4 fouls, but you need the offense.
Yeah, yeah, you got to have him out there, and Moody's playing with 3. Good rebound there by Moody.
Only 1 for 2 on the free throw attempts. The lead is back out to 10 for Cabot. Kennard trying to get some penetration. Now Moody with the 3. Shot is blocked. Conway's going to end up with it. Robinson gets
Good
in
move.
the lane, draws the foul.
Good.
Will be 2 free throws here, though.
Yeah, good move into the lane there by Robinson.
Well, he's had to step up tonight and get some more minutes than what we've seen in the conference games we've done. We've talked about that throughout, though, with the short bench tonight, specifically with Boogie Carr being out.
And the guard position for sure, yeah. And then you compound that with an in-game injury to
Colin Thompson.
It just
which has not returned to the bench.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see him after that. Hopefully the young man's okay.
Savion Smiley checking in. Andrew McCray. job there by Robinson, hitting some free throws.
Nice. Staying with some pressure. It's back to a different kind of pressure, just basically man press.
Christopher gets by him all the way down. And that's Kennard Turner's 5th foul. And now we're going to have a technical as well. Things getting a little ugly here.
Yeah. So they call a foul on Kennard Turner, called a blocking foul.
So after that, did they call
They
a
called
technical?
a technical on
then
Kennard, and then a technical.
And then a second technical.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if the technical was on Kennard.
Yeah, I think it was. The FAR official called it, and so I believe what it's going to be is two foul shots on the shot, 2 technicals shots for Kennard, and then 2 technicals. Yeah, so it's going to be 6 free throws. It looks like. It's a very frustrating night, I know, for everyone. And, who's he doing? Sitting.
Cabot fans loving this.
Yeah.
Well, it's a huge swing. I mean, your Wampus Cats have been trying to chip away at this lead. They got it down to, I believe, 6 at one point.
Yeah,
comes back out to 10 now, and then
it's going to be.
It's
yeah.
gonna,
if they make free throws, it could be upwards of 16.
Personal foul was called. That was his 5th foul. 2 technical fouls to get assist to
Yeah, so you got the call right there.
Yep.
Tim but I think he made the basket.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll just be one free
shot.
throw attempt here, and then we'll have 4 more incoming, I believe.
And then they get the ball.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you see the official holding up the forefinger. That's not something you see.
Yeah. We're going to have 4 here.
Very often. Christopher's hit the first 2. And he's just going to shoot all of them. Christopher obviously must be their best free throw shooter.
Yeah. They've looked good so far.
Christopher hits all 5. There's a 10-point lead. Balloons into 15.
Well, that is, unfortunate is not even the word for that. So a lot of frustrations building in at that point. So now we've got another conversation going on with Conway coaches.
And like you said, Cabot gets the ball as well.
Yeah, it's just
a huge swing for the Cabot Panthers, really just taking the wind out of any sails that Conway was starting to build.
Good rebound there. Quickly up the floor.
Moose for 3.
Nice
This
shot
is his
there.
3rd of the night.
Yeah. So now we got another timeout.
Officials wanting to converse, trying to get all the players away.
Well, this is, I would see, this Cabot-Conway rivalry is now up a notch.
Yeah, it's entering a new phase. The student section.
And now the student section is getting in, and the principals
as well.
Mr. Bing is over there telling them to be quiet.
Coach Hughes over there monitoring as well. Coach Hughes working the baseline. Two officials over at the Conway bench talking now.
I mean, these guys have lost control of this ball game.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, Conway's lost control.
Yeah, no, it's
well.
Absolutely, but it's all been one direction though, and that's the thing that's a little bit frustrating.
All the officials at the table right now. Coach Marcus Adams at midcourt as well. We're just trying to get this all sorted out. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, they're not. I mean, so we'll wait for Alan, the PA guy. Hopefully we'll get an explanation from that, because you cannot tell anything from the discussions that are going on.
So it was after the three-point basket was made. They keep pointing over.
Maybe it's just going to be
near the side of the student section.
It's just going to be they're just taking the ball out. After all that, it's just taking the ball out. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was getting chippy down there and they wanted to stop it before anything happened.
Well, after the Moose Grimes 3, the lead is back down to 12. 2:50 to go. Conway trying to get the trap. Christopher gets it across the line. Dish out to Goddard, and Cabot going to work some clock.
Yeah. Conway
down
in a man.
to 8.
Yeah, Conway's having to be in a man just to make sure that every pass is an opportunity for a turnover.
Get the shot off, but it will be a violation. Didn't hit the rim. So Conway forcing a turnover. Cabot working all 35 seconds down.
Well, that's, I mean, they didn't get a great shot off, but it was effective in that there's not a lot you can do with that. 35 seconds is worth 2 points there.
Down to 2:17. Conway just trying to chip away, get it back to single digits.
Kick ball.
Robinson was trying to get it to McCray. Pass was down at his feet. And Hughes takes the alley-oop and puts it in. Caleb Moody, pull-up jumper, draws the contact. And go to the free throw line. Coleman about to check back in for Cabot. Moody's in double figures tonight. It's been a nice night for Caleb. 11 points.
Got some extended time probably because of Boogie being out.
Well, 2 weeks ago I think he got the start.
Yeah.
That night too.
He started early in the season as well. I mean, he's a starting point guard, but he's had to play extended time because Boogie is sitting tonight, and then with Colin out, just added to it.
Goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Cabot, again, will just be content to work it down as far as they can.
Yeah, Conway's not fouling at this point. That's a good decision. Just play good, hard defense. See if you can't maybe get this thing under 10.
Coleman going for 3. The big man feeling it. That was something. Moose Grimes trying to get his fourth 3 of the night.
Good. That looked good, though. His stroke looks good. And I'm glad he's found it again. We're going to need him for some threes.
Under a minute. Christopher open for three. He's going to take it. Gets his own rebound. And he finishes strong at the rim.
Well, it does away with the hope of trying to get it into under 10, so just got to finish out strong.
Moody pull-up jumper looks good. He's got 13 now. Conway's going to call a timeout. And we'll just go ahead and take it with him.
Yeah,
30 seconds.
Yeah.
And we're back on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway.
Our award-winning team, led by board-certified interventional cardiologists and emergency physicians, delivers one of the state's best door-to-balloon times for emergency heart care when you need it most.
So when you are facing a heart emergency, trust the care you will find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Well, Tim, it was a three-point game at halftime. And
then chaos happened.
In the second half, and then more chaos into the fourth quarter as, well, they just lost control. There's really no other way to
I
say
mean,
it.
there was a lot of frustration that boiled over and kind of came out onto the court, and you know, we did not handle that well. And so that's going to be something that we'll work through. I mean, the coaching staff, they'll make sure that discussion happens. That'll be something that they'll talk about, because it gets tighter and tighter at this time of year. Every game is so critical. Every point is so critical. You just got to maintain control. So they'll work through that. You know, rivalry games are just that. You just hate to see it happen, and I hate that it was just one-sided. That's what I didn't like.
Be a 16-point win for Cabot. They come on the road and just swarm past your Wampus Cats here in the second half. Cabot moves to 17-6 overall, 5-3 in conference play. Your Wampus Cats drop to 14-10, 3-5. Depending on what happened in the Bryant game tonight. They might be tied with Bryant, but they have the head-to-head over them with their earlier win.
And a game still left here against Bryant.
Yeah, so Conway still pretty firmly there in that 5th seed after tonight's action. So split doubleheader tonight for Conway fans. Your Lady Cats showed up big. Wampus Cats taking a tough one on the chin here. We'll just go ahead and put this one behind us as quickly as we can. Our thanks tonight to Keith Kelly, Jenna Kelly, Alex Douglas, Brady Myers, and Dewey Farmer on the cameras. Scott Taylor working the stats. Justin King working our social media. Kerry Kirby back home. Well, we're all home. We're not on the road.
We're not on the road.
I'm thinking ahead. My mind's already in late February, early March. Ashton Brown, our producer, and, of course, Jeff Matthews, the man that makes it happen. Thanks to all of them tonight. Kind of a weird evening.
Yeah, that's a weird finish to a strange night. So there'll be better days ahead.
Yep, and we will be back on the air a week from tonight.
Yeah.
It's your Wampus Cats play host to Central. On Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
There will be no love
lost.
Either of those teams in both games. So excited to bring that to you next time. He's Tim, I'm Levi. Thanks for watching.